Good afternoon. My name is Ed Cunningham, and I'm here with...
Larry Cosgrove.
I'm from Channel 12. He's from Channel 17 normally, but we've got all one thing in common today. We're here hosting the 1995 Mummers Museum Telethon, and we're here to raise money for one of the great cultural treasures of this part of the world, the Mummers Museum, Larry.
It's a treasure and a tradition, Ed. That's the thing we can't forget. There are certain things about Philadelphia, like soft pretzels and Mummers, you can't forget, and you can't let them pass into history. And that's why we have the Mummers Museum here. It's just to bring all the notable points about our great parade and all our great paraders to you here, and to preserve that tradition again. That's why we're asking you for some money tonight. And we also have great entertainment, great fun, and we hope to have you with us right through the evening here.
Yeah, we've got a lot of good folks. We're going to be having guests coming by. We're going to be having performances by the Mummers, who are standing about 5 feet away from us right here on the stage in the Mummers Museum, 2nd and Washington Street in South Philadelphia. And if you'd like to come by and join us, that's fine. But you do see a number on the screen, and that's 215-336-3050. We would like you to get on the phone right now and make our volunteers busy. They're standing by hoping that you care enough about the Mummers and the Mummers Museum to do something about it. So make a pledge of $5, $10, $25, $50, $100, whatever it might be. And Larry, as we see by our tote board here,
we have to change this.
goose eggs right here. We got to do something about that.
Yeah, we're just starting out, so we're not too paranoid about the zeros we see on the screen behind us, but we can tell you we don't want to see them all evening long. And it would really greatly help our nerves out here tonight working and trying to get your folks' attention to give that number a call, 336-3050. It's real easy. Pick it up. It doesn't have to be much, like Ed said. It can be a quarter, $half, $1, $5, $10. You get the picture. We need some money, and we want to keep our great traditions alive. The Mummers Museum is one of them. Believe me, if you go upstairs here, you look around some of the history of this place, it really takes you back, because all the memories I have growing up here in Philadelphia come flooding back in an instant that New Year's Day.
Yes, I was telling the folks earlier on, in my case, when I lived on 17th Street in South Philadelphia in my very youngest days, one of my earliest memories of New Year's Day every year was to hear some of the Mummers bands marching down 17th Street on their way over to Broad Street. So it's in my blood, it's in all of our bloods. And if you agree with that fact and you like the fact that there is a museum here which pays tribute to a real cultural treasure here in the Delaware Valley, now is your chance to do something about it. They can take away our Briars plant, they can take away the Navy Yard, they can take away Whitman's chocolates, but if we have anything to do about it, they're not going to take away the Mummers or the Mummers Museum. That's where we get involved right now with your pledge at 336-3050. Our volunteers are waiting to hear from you right now.
Yeah, it's a real simple deal, too, because even if you have never seen the parade live, I know a lot of people every year watch it on TV. And you can be a part of that tradition very simply. You can come down here, make an afternoon, we'll go through the museum. And it's really startling because it all comes back to the hard work that goes in to the Mummers Parade. It's not just something where these costumes are handed out. As you're about to see, the costumes have to be made, they have to be put up, the music has to be choreographed and everything, and even the movement. And all that hard work can't be forgotten. And the Mummers Museum prevents that from being forgotten. And that's why we need to get a call on 336-3050 and do it right now. Do it for our nerves as well as yours.
That's right. And before our nerves get any worse, we're going to go up to the winner's circle. And Jody Linder. Jody, what are you doing up there?
Hi, we're standing here right now in the fabulous Mummers Museum, and we're in the Broad Street room. It looks like it's New Year's Day, doesn't it?
It's a little warmer. Hi, everybody. My name's John Butterworth. You might hear me once in a while on the radio talking about traffic at 2, 12, 22, 32, 42, 50. Yeah, those are the numbers. And here's the number that you need right now, 215-336-3050, to be part of a Philadelphia tradition. We're live at 2th Street and Washington Avenue. If you want to come down, it's easy to get to. Now that the 95 Penn's Landing interchange is complete, you come along Interstate 95, you get off at Penn's Landing, Columbus Boulevard. It's 2 minutes away from 95. It's actually even closer than that because all you have to do is go to your telephone to be part of this wonderful event. 215-336-3050.
And we'll be here all night. We're accepting your pledges. We're going to go down to Thera Martin Conley, who's in the winner's circle, and she's standing by right now with people who are taking the phone calls. So, Thera, what do you see right now?
Jody. We are excited and delighted to be here at the Mummers Museum in beautiful South Philadelphia at 2nd and Washington Street. You know, when I think about Philadelphia, I think about hoagies, I think about those delicious soft pretzels, I think about cheesesteaks, I think about the Thanksgiving Day Parade and the New Year's Day Parade, and what would those two parades be without the Philadelphia Mummers? I'll tell you, we are so proud of them. They are known internationally and just well respected everywhere they go. We are here to raise money for the Mummers this evening, and we want you to give us a call at 336-3050. That's 336-3050. That is a very important phone number tonight, ladies and gentlemen, and we want you to help us raise money for the Mummers, because the Mummers Museum and the Mummers organization is extremely important to all of us. I stand here in the winner's circle. I'm delighted to be here with these wonderful volunteers who are sitting just behind me. Some of them are kind of busy with the phones, but the phones really haven't got going yet like we want them to. We need you to call 336-3050, 336-3050. We're going to give it to Ed.
Well, Five 923-1234. That was the loudest sound I have ever heard in my life, Larry. I don't know if anybody heard me before that, but I can't hear anything right now because the speaker just blasted into my ear. But that's all right. I'll keep pitching because I believe in the Mummers and in your help at 215-923-1234. We're going to be here from now until 10 o'clock tonight. This is a live production. We've got a live studio audience here. Guys, you ready for some Mummers music back there? All right. Well, you're going to be hearing in just a moment. But first, let's see if we can get those phones busy. We've got 5 volunteers sitting by up there in the winner's circle where Thea was just talking to you, and they're hoping to get all of those phones busy. If you believe in the Mummers, if you believe in the Mummers Museum, which, by the way, next year is going to celebrate its 20th anniversary, this is your opportunity to do something right now. Thank you very much. You should applaud the Mummers and the fact that the Mummers Museum is going to celebrate a very big anniversary next year. 20th anniversary. It's hard to believe it's been here that long, but it is here. And we're bound and determined that the museum is going to be here every bit as long as the Mummers will have been around. As you know, we're getting close to 100 years for the Mummers. That'll be coming up in the year 2000 in just a few years. But let's make sure that the Mummers Museum is here too. You can make it happen right now. We've got great programming for you all night long, all revolving around the Mummers. But you can make it happen with your pledge before we go to our first performance by our Mummers String Band at 215-336-3050. Special guests coming in. And by the way, we have many ways of saying thanks for your pledge. I'm going to hold up one of them right now. As a matter of fact, we haven't officially gone to our premium video package yet, but I certainly want to point out that if you make a pledge of any amount, you stand a chance of winning many wonderful prizes. This is one of them, by the way, the String Band Showcase, which you can have on audio cassette. Some of the great performers, the string bands throughout the years, will be here on this for you to enjoy for many years to come. You have a chance to get it with your pledge, and remember, any amount is welcome. If you'd like to pledge 5, 10, 25, 50, however generous you think it's appropriate for you to be, let's get those numbers going ever upward until 10 o'clock tonight at 215-336-3050. Are we getting ready to go off to the Mummers performance? Do you want to do that, or we want to keep going right here and see it? I think I'm getting booed off the stage. People are starting to bang on the floors and say, we want Mummers, get off the air, Ed. So with that thought in mind, I don't care what the producer says. I'm throwing it over to Larry, who's going to start with the Mummers. Larry, take it away.
They want to hear some music, right, guys? I think it's about time. Behind me, and you hear the loud applause, and you can come down here, by the way, and hear these gentlemen and the other musical acts we have coming in, too. I want you to call 336-3050, and now, without further ado, are you ready? The Broad Street Mummers Band. Guys, take it away.
Now you know why I do this instead of dancing for a
He's
living.
an announcer, not a dancer.
That's right.
At least he had the nerve, right? Okay.
It was great to hear the Broad Street Mummers starting off the festivities tonight. The people are here dancing. They're having a wonderful time. If you want to come out, you can come over to 2nd Street and Washington Avenue and join Larry and me and all the gang here. We're having a great time here till 10 o'clock tonight. And Larry, look at this. Since last we spoke, look at that total. It's up to,
we're now up. We've doubled our amounts here.
$1,500 plus.
552.
Right. So we're doing very well. Yes, you should applaud. 2 people are applauding our $1,500. Yes, come on. Applaud everybody. You should do very well. All right.
Okay.
So keep them coming in, Larry.
Yeah. Okay. Well, the whole idea of tonight is you can come down or you can call on the phone. You got to get that phone number activated, 336-3050. It's real simple. And here's some great entertainment. See some great entertainment. As you just seen Ed dancing here. I couldn't top that. Okay. And we're going to have also the activities you'll see around it. We have a gift shop down here you'd all like to see, and also our museum upstairs in the Broad Street room. So there's a lot of good things to be had at the Mummers Museum, and all represented down here because of the music, the memories, and most of all, the people we have in the audience here. I believe you've got to give yourself a hand for being a great audience, okay?
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
A great audience bails you out all the time, you know? At least some of the time.
Yeah, it's a great interactive audience. They're here dancing, having a wonderful time, and we're all going to have a wonderful time until 10 o'clock. And every time that tote board goes up, we're going to have an even more wonderful time. So help us get to, I'd love to see $10,000 for the Mummers Museum raised tonight. 215-336-3050. You can do that, and at the same time, have a chance at getting a wonderful premium that we have put together for you. And let's take a look at a little video that we've put together to show you how we can say thanks for your pledge. Here it is.
If you've ever been to the Mummers Museum and seen the wonderful exhibits they have on display down here, that's probably all the reason you need to pledge your support to this terrific institution. But just in case you're still on the fence, here are several more great reasons to give. This hour only, a $50 pledge or more makes you eligible to win a weekend stay for 2, breakfast included, at the fabulous DoubleTree Hotel. Located at Broad and Locust Streets, directly across from the Academy of Music, the DoubleTree is right in the heart of Center City and overlooks the Mummers Parade Route, where string bands, comics, and fancies strut their stuff down Broad Street every New Year's Day. All night long, a $50 pledge could earn you a $50 gift certificate from Snocky's Restaurant. Not a bad return on your investment. Snocky's, located right across from the museum at 2nd and Washington, has been serving up its oysters and seafood since 1912. Make your pledge right now, and perhaps you'll be enjoying a meal at this historic Philadelphia landmark. Well, whether you're a seafood lover or strictly a meat and potatoes fan, there's something for you at the Chart House. Watch the ships go by as you dine on the Delaware. A pledge of $25 or more could win you brunch for 2 at this wonderful waterfront restaurant. A pledge of just $25 also puts you in the running to win breakfast for 2 at the Atrium Cafe at the Airport DoubleTree. Watch the planes take off as you put on, a pound or 2 that is, as you order from the delicious breakfast menu at the Atrium Cafe. But why just sit back and watch other people jetting off to exotic destinations? Get on board yourself. All callers making a pledge to the Mummers Museum will be eligible to win 2 discount airfare tickets, courtesy of Continental Airlines. Don't be left out in the cold. Save up to $75 apiece on each of 2 round-trip plane tickets. The discounts are good on flights to Mexico, anywhere in Central or South America, Santo Domingo, or sunny San Juan, Puerto Rico. So go on, make that pledge. You'll be glad you did once that cold weather sets in and you're down basking in the sun. String band music is not just for New Year's Day. Make a pledge right now, and you can have the sounds of banjos strumming and saxophones blaring every day of the year. All callers this evening will be eligible to win either a cassette or LP of their favorite string band music. 15 lucky callers tonight will walk away with one of these prizes, courtesy of the Museum Gift Shop. And there's nothing like sitting down to that morning cup of Java and drinking it out of one of these beautiful opaque glass Mummers coffee mugs. The Museum Gift Shop has generously donated 15 of these mugs, and all callers throughout the evening will be in the running to take one home. Meet me at the Acme and bring along your $20 gift certificate. All callers making a pledge this evening will be eligible for a drawing for 1 gift certificate, good for $20 at Acme Markets. Finally, take a walk down memory lane and learn about everything Philadelphian. From Mario Lanza to the Melrose Diner to, oh yes, the Mummers Parade. Author Joe Spraglia has donated 20 copies of his book, The Waffle Man, to be given out to 20 lucky callers this evening. No Philadelphian should be without this guide to Philly's proud traditions. Yo, what are you waiting for? Make that pledge, and maybe you'll win one of these great prizes.
Hi, I'm John Butterworth. We're up in the Broad Street room waiting for your call. Actually, we're waiting for some checks. That's what we really need. 215-336-3050. That's the number that puts you in touch with us here at the Mummers Museum as we celebrate the, is it a mummathon? Is that okay, Jody?
Yeah, Mummathon. Hi, we want money. We're here strutting up a storm, and we just need money. So please get on the telephone and call 336-3050, or we'll be strutting here.
We'll be strutting here again.
Strutting here.
Being in this room is like being on Broad Street, but it's frozen in time for a moment. All around us, there are beautiful costumes that have been worn by various captains and participants in the Mummers Parade over the years, and it's just wonderful, especially tonight because they have the bright television lights in here, and a lot of it you see is reflecting off us all over the room. You can be part of this right now. Come on down to 2th Street and Washington Avenue, or better yet, pick up the phone and make your pledge now. 336, thank you, 3050, 336-3050, right now, to become part of a tradition here in Philadelphia, the Mummers.
Or come on down and join us. We'll be strutting up a storm, and we would like to have you come on down. So if you can, come on down, check out the beautiful Mummers Museum.
And now we're going to go to Steer, I believe. She's down in the winner's circle. Very good. Here we go. See you soon.
Bye.
I tell you, a little ring here, a little ring there, but we need a lot more action up here in the winner's circle. The phones behind us, we want them all to be jumping off the hooks. Lisa is joining me, and she is one of those special people who has taken some time out of her day to volunteer down here at the Mummers Museum. Lisa, thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Tell us about why you're volunteering today. I mean, you're a young lady, a college student. You could be home chilling, studying for an exam, working on a paper or something like that. But here you are at the Mummers Museum answering telephones.
The Mummers Museum and the Mummers Day Parade has been part of my family history long before I was born. My grandfather's Frank DeBase. He's president of the Liberty Clowns Comic Club. So coming here is kind of like a day I can give back to my grandfather.
All right, Lisa Santarpio. I love that name. I understand this is like a family thing tonight because there's a brother up on the winner's circle.
Yes, my brother John's right there answering phones as well.
All right. Well, we're going to talk to John a little bit later on and to all the wonderful people who are giving up their time this evening to help generate money for the Mummers Museum and for the Mummers organization. The golden number to call is 336-3050. You want to repeat that number for me, Lisa?
Number to call, make sure you call, have your checkbooks ready. It's 336-3050.
All right, now I want to tell our viewers out there in television land just a little bit about the commitment that it took to make this evening happen. Greater Media Cable has been the driving force to put this Mummers Telethon together, the behind-the-scenes things, the technical things that have to be done. The executive producer, Dave Rumsey, has worked tireless hours along with our program manager, David Schwartz, and the whole Greater Media family has really been behind this Mummers Telethon effort with the Mummers organization, of course, 150%. And we're just delighted that the other two cable companies in Philadelphia, Comcast Cablevision and Wade Cablevision, partnered with us in this effort. And across the board on Channel 66 tonight, people are seeing the Mummers Telethon live. We want you to give us a call at 336-3050. That's 336-3050. And now I think I should allow you to hear from our general manager, John W. Pitts.
Hi, I'm John Pitts, General Manager of Greater Media Cable. You know, it's often been said that Philadelphia is a city of neighborhoods. The Mummers Museum, located at 2nd and Washington, is literally just around the corner from our own offices at Delaware Avenue and Reed Street. And it's always a good feeling when you can help out a neighbor and friend. On behalf of Greater Media, let me say how happy we are to be involved with this fundraiser for the museum. When it comes to great entertainment values, cable television certainly comes to mind, and so does the Mummers Parade and the Mummers Museum. Please help support this very worthwhile endeavor. Call up right now and pledge your support to the Mummers Museum. And stay tuned. There's lots more great entertainment ahead.
Thank you.
And thank you.
Yeah. Okay.
And thanks to everybody who's pledged so far at 336-3050. Back over here at the tote board, Ed Cunningham and Larry Cosgrove, and the number is still saying 1552. We hope that doesn't mean that no pledges have come in the last few minutes.
I'm sure it doesn't, but the thing is, we do have to implore you to give that number a call because remember, tradition only stays when you have the money to back it up. It's a sad fact of life that if you want something, to do something, you have to kind of get the capital and the resources to do it. We've already had this now for going on 20 years, but we want to perpetuate it for obviously more than another 20, and hopefully for all time that we know or care about. 336-3050. Part of the thing is the Mummers Museum is that, let's say you're a visitor to Philadelphia, you have an inkling about the Mummers, but you really know what it's about. I don't know anybody, even a native Philadelphian who lived like Ed has in South Philadelphia all of his life, who can walk out there and describe every facet and detail. You can do that by going to the Mummers Museum, because upstairs there's a whole catalog of what the Mummers is about, the various people, the various traditions, some of the costumes, and believe me, there are some very bizarre costumes, as you know, over the years that have occurred. But all this would simply fade away if we didn't go to you every year and saying, look, we need a little help. And that's all we do, is need a little help. Just dial 215-336-3050 and spread a little light on Mummer today.
You bet. We've got many ways of saying thanks, as you saw on our video package that we put together. You have an opportunity to win some wonderful prizes, everything from Mummers recordings to trips around the country and all sorts of good stuff. Our way of saying thanks for perpetuating a great, great thing here right in the middle of South Philadelphia, the great Mummers Museum. It's going to be celebrating its 20th anniversary next year, so keep calling. Come on, let's get those numbers all the way up, certainly to $10,000 by 10 o'clock tonight at 215-336-3050. Another way we have saying thanks, of course, is the Mummers themselves.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, they were marching today, Larry.
They're marching today. Just to give you a little demonstration of what mummery is all about. And again, this is a little demonstration, but it shows you the hard work and idealism of the people involved. Here's what happened today in 2nd Street. Going to play-by-play here.
There you go. Looks like we got leading off the parade is Bill Wooten's Good Timers Band, and they sure look like they're living up to their name. The band is out of South Philadelphia, having a blast. Beautiful day.
Beautiful day. The wind really wasn't that much of a problem. It could have been, but it wasn't. Nice fall day.
There goes the Avalon String Band, Larry. They're headquartered out of South Philadelphia, too, right down at 2nd and Tasker, right around the corner from here. This band dates back to 1936. They're captained by Bill Gibson, Jr. There they go. And a great time on 2 Street, the heart of Mummery, 2nd Street in South Philadelphia. We've got more. How about Papa Dare's Golden Slipper Band? Papa Dare Jr. is carrying on the proud tradition of this band. It's a relatively young club. They fall to the Comic Brigade category, established in 1990, so a young brigade. They're out of South Philly, too.
Out of South Philly, like yourself.
I have this theory that everybody is from South Philly. Originally, the dawn of man.
In our life, maybe, you know.
didn't go back to the African savannas. It happened right here in South Philadelphia. Everybody's from here originally. And there go a bunch of folks right now having a good time.
And Duffy String Band's coming up next.
Yeah, looks like we got a little fancy division too. All kinds of stuff. Look at them go. We really thought they were going to get rained out for a while today, Larry.
Oh, yeah, but I
Thank
pulled
God
it through and
happen.
got a partly sunny day for the Mummers.
Absolutely.
Remember last year at New Year's when we had that threatening rainstorm that quit about 15 minutes before start.
And there's a great Frailinger String Band.
Yeah.
There they go. One of the great names in Mummery. Been around for many years. And they're entertaining the folks on 2nd Street today to celebrate the Mummers Museum. And you can do it in your own way at 336-3050. Plenty more coming up. 2nd Street String Band. I wonder where they come from.
Yeah, no idea, right?
We're good at figuring things out like that. 336-3050 is the number to call while we're watching today's Mummers Parade on 2 Street. Plenty more coming up. Hegeman String Band, I remember seeing them win a great prize a couple of years ago. Sure, absolutely. They're always right up there at the top. Established in 1920, so they're one of our older bands.
Don't forget the second-hand hobos either. They were first rate all the way.
Oh, yeah.
Captain John Pignati.
And Captain Jerry LaRosa's Durning String Band. These guys are out of New Jersey, and they've been around since 1934. The appeal of the Mummers is not limited to the city limits of Philadelphia, of course. All over the tri-state area, the Mummery tradition is very strong and very long indeed. And they are getting ready for January 1st, 1996.
And they're already getting ready for it. That's the wild thing about it.
They do it all year long, as we know.
This isn't a hobby. This is life, you know?
Absolutely. I'll tell you about a fellow I met today before we went on the air, for whom this is his life, as we continue to watch. Woodland String Band, captained by David Ander. These guys will be celebrating 70 years of playing together next year. They've been around since 1926. How about that? It's great to see some of these traditions going back as far as they do. And the tradition of helping the Mummers goes back a long way too, Larry Cosgrove. People helping out, but we're having a new twist on it with our televised Mummerthon today, if you will. Just by picking up the phone and making a pledge.
336-3050.
We don't want to forget Harry Hill's Greater Overbrook String Band. These guys are out of where? Overbrook.
Guess where?
Oh, we're so smart. President of the club is Joe Venuto, and they've been strutting and strumming since 1931, almost 65 years. And bringing up the rear, I hope I have my order correct. Is this Quaker City we're seeing? Somebody help me out. Quaker City? Of course it's Quaker City.
There you go.
Can't miss that Big Bob Shannon. There he goes. They've been playing out of 2nd and McKean since 1931. And if there was any doubt that we were seeing the Quaker City String Band, one look at Big Bob Shannon certainly erased any notion we weren't quite sure. There they go.
Yo!
All the Mummers having a wonderful time today. And we're having a great time too, Larry.
We're having a great time because the good thing is this is part of Philadelphia. You can talk about soft pretzels, cheesesteaks, all you want, but it really comes down to it. Every new year, we start off with the Mummers. And you can preserve the tradition. 215-336-3050. It's easy as pie. Hey, we have a check presentation right now. This is Dan Creedon. He's president of Philadelphia Mummers String Band Association. And we have some information here about some good fundraising.
Come on.
This must be Mr. Dan Creedon. How you doing? Hey.
How about hearing it for Dan? A little round of applause.
Applause.
Come on,
Oh.
he deserves it.
We'd like to bring up probably the most famous mummer of them all, and that's Bob Shannon Jr.
All right, bring in Bob Shannon. Here he is. All right.
And also one of the finer young gentlemen in mummery, Mr. Charlie Rowan Jr., to represent the Quaker City
All right,
String
go
Band.
on in.
We're extremely proud of the work of the Mummers Museum staff. They've really turned this place around. We're very happy with the change that occurred here at the museum this year. The Stringman Association, of which I'm president, has continually stressed our support for this museum. The Tuesday night concerts and any other endeavor that the museum should undertake, the Stringman Association, the Philadelphia Stringman Association, will support wholeheartedly. And as part of that effort, we'd like to donate $100 to the museum.
All right,
What a
you
good
may
deal.
applaud
Let's
again.
hear it.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you, Dan.
Thanks, guys. That's wonderful.
Okay.
Any little hints about what's coming up on January 1st, 1996, guys?
The only hint that I can give you, and we're absolutely proud of saying this because the string band president just left and I'm the president of the Mummers Association this year, we're going back to Broad Street, where we belong.
That minor deviation last year didn't quite work, did it?
That's the biggest thing that we could ever say for the city of Philadelphia, is saying we're so happy to be back on Broad Street. Market Street was not where we wanted to be, but it was one of those things that happens, and we worked with it for a year. But being back on Broad Street, it's like coming home. It's really coming home. And being a president of the Mummers Association and representing almost every single marching mummer on Broad Street, it just gives me a pleasure of being that. The guys, the people, the young ladies that are on Broad Street now are great, but I'll tell you right now, it's unbelievable how much we appreciate the people that come out to Broad Street or to every little street in towns all over the place to come and see the string bands and the mummers. And today the crowds were really nice. And from the Mummers Association, I'd also like to give $100 to the Mummers Museum. And I just hope that every mummer out there that has a little part in their heart about going back to Broad Street, and the committees that I have, the Sturmels, the Porcos, the Halleys, the fellas that are really working hard in the Mummers Association, along with the String Band Association, to make this parade the success that it's going to be New Year's Day '96. we'll watch for you this New Year's Day. Thank you. God bless you.
Here, here.
Thank
Okay.
you, gentlemen.
Okay.
Oh, we don't want to let you go.
Yeah.
One of the younger generation of members. How does it feel? You got a little something you're holding there yourself. Is it?
From the officers and board of directors of Quaker City and the members, we'd like to donate $100.
That's good.
Another
Okay.
generous contribution. Thank you, gentlemen. That's great. Good to have you. Some of the great veterans of the Mummers Parade, Larry, and some of the younger members too, coming up, helping
It's
out
for
with
everybody.
money.
That's the whole thing. It's not just for the elderly. It's not just for the middle-aged. It's not just for the young. It's for everybody. But the only way to preserve the tradition, to keep it going, is to give a little call that number there, because we can take check presentations, and we love them, and if you have any, come bring them on down to us, because we want them.
You bet.
But those little phone calls are what makes a telethon work. 215-336-3050. So Ed, we're doing well here, but we still have to pick up the slack, get some more things going. We have entertainment for you. We have a wonderful crowd down here we need to hear from. Okay?
Yes,
Right.
yes.
Right.
This man plays shamelessly to the crowd, but that's all right. We don't mind.
That's what makes it work, Ed, is to play shameless to the crowd. But seriously, you can come down here, lend a hand, lend your support. We have a lot of things going on here, but it's up to you. 215-336-3050, and have a great time and a fun Sunday evening.
And if the Mummers have seen fit to contribute to the Mummers Museum right here at 2nd and Washington, I see no reason why you shouldn't do it too. Take about a minute of your time, 215-336-3050. Let's go back upstairs to Jody and John.
We're live at the Broad Street Room. Hi, I'm John Butterworth. Checking the tote board, $1,500 in 30 minutes. That means we're going at a clip of about $3,000 an hour. I think we can keep it going. 336-3050. We saw John Shannon on TV just a moment ago, and I wanted Jody to know what it's like to stand next to John Shannon. He's quite a big fellow. See, I sound tall on the radio, but in real life, I'm not nearly that big, am
I'll
I?
kick off the heels here.
We're having a great time in the Broad Street Room, and we're going to continue to have a great time and want you to be part of it. 336-3050.
Please come down and join us. We're checking out all the neat costumes here. You can't see them, but they're really cool.
Oh, yeah.
Putting on a couple hats and having a good time. But we have a special treat. The first pledge of $200 gets a signed Mummers lithograph.
This is a very, very special lithograph. I hope we're going to be going to videotape of this momentarily, and there it is. This is the 1995 Mummers lithograph. The first edition, the first pledge we get for $200 will get one of these signed limited edition lithos courtesy of Philadelphia Metro Graphics.
And the artist we hear is a local artist who just graduated last June from the University of the Arts. So it's a special, very special treat.
This is also the second in a series of 5 lithos. The first was from the 1994 parade. And if you've already got that one, you'll definitely want to keep your eye on this one because you can continue your collection.
And the exhibit was called The Art of Broad Street.
The winner was chosen from a competition sponsored by Philadelphia Metro Graphics, and the artist's name, Ed can say it, I can't. This litho was hung in an exhibition at the Union League last May and June, and the exhibit was called The Art of Broad Street, as you said.
So we're waiting for that first pledge of $200, and this could be yours, hanging in your own living room.
336-3050 is the number to call. I'm being handed some stuff
Oh,
here.
we're
Thank you
getting
very-
some
Oh,
pledges
good.
right now.
We
We're
gotta-
getting money.
We got to thank Jane Materia, Philadelphia. She pledged in memory of Angelo. Oh, I'm so bad with these names. Tangagrodia.
You got it, Tamagrodia.
I got it.
That's it. That's
Wow.
it. Good, good. And the
and-
next one is Dion. I'm bad too.
No, you're worse.
Dion Cavalier
Right? And we thank
from
you for your support.
Northeast Philadelphia.
Jack Leninar. See, I say Schuylkill a million times a day, but this stuff, forget. Thanks again for your pledge. That's from Wissanoming Avenue, or Moy-Mincing Avenue. And Dana Mazaluka.
That's it. That's
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
Mhm,
we
mhm.
thank you for your
And we
pledge
want
as
more
well.
pledges, so please pick up the telephone and call 336-3050.
Sid, I'm going to get even. 336-3050. That's the number to call right now. And see me make a fool of myself trying to say your name. 336-3050 to make your pledge now as part of the Mummers. We're going to go to Theater at the Winner's Circle? Yes, we are.
Yeah.
Alrighty, I'll tell you, the power of the telephone. I just heard a ring behind you. There's still much more ringing. Joe Magadoni is joining me. How are you?
Fine, fine. How are you doing?
I'm doing wonderful. Now, you tell me that you were a mummer.
I'm a mummer, yeah. 25 years as the Captain's Marshal Murray Club. and we're first prize many, many times.
Right, and you are a sponsor, a supporter, a member of the Mummers Museum?
Absolutely, absolutely. I want all my friends to come down too, because this is one in the world, the only Mummers Museum in the world, and we need people to call in. Make that phone ring. Make them ring.
Absolutely. We do need your phone calls at 336-3050. You just heard it from Joe. You're hearing it from me. And we invite you to come down.
That is music and that is dancing, and that is a lot of fun. It's all Mummers, and we have a little Mummer friend coming up here.
Why did the Dipsy do it for Hun and Deary?
We have a request for the
Another
Dipsy
request.
Doodle later on, so put that down on your dance card for later.
We're not done with you guys yet. You have to provide the relief for us here, remember.
All right, 215-336-3050 is the number to call for our Mummers Museum Telethon 1995. Ed Cunningham here with Larry Cosgrove. And let's see, we've got about 3 hours and 15 minutes left to go. And we've got people coming in at all the time. I see a very familiar face
And a
coming over
very
right
special person introducing the one and only Councilman Thatcher Longstreth.
Yes.
Hey. It's a great honor. I know you are involved around the neighborhoods here. You know, I almost made the remark that your involvement in politics in the city seems to go as far back as the Mummers, but that's probably stretching it. But just tell me about some thoughts you have of the neighborhoods and Mummers Parade.
Well, first of all, back some years ago, like about 40, I was managing my college reunion, and they wanted something really special. And they said, Thatcher, you know all about Philadelphia. Get us something special up here. So I brought him Joe Furco and his string band. And Joe Furco and his band made one of the happiest reunions we've ever had in our lives. Well, a few years later, when I was president of the Chamber of Commerce, they asked me if I would be a judge of the Mummers Parade each January 1st. And that was the hardest job I ever have, because how can you get the best of perfection? You have all these wonderful bands coming down, and I did it for 10 years, and it would end up, you'd have 15 bands hating you and one band loving you. That's a very bad position for a politician to be in, but it did give me an opportunity to learn an awful lot about the Mummers and learn to love them. And so I thought that today, since they raised money, and this is the first of what I hope will be.
Oh, watch this here.
I'd like to give somebody that check and just say to the Mummers for 75 years of great joy and happiness, thank you so much.
Thatcher Longstreth, thank you. He's donated
thanks to
$100. Thank you, and you know, for all of your wonderful time and involvement for Philadelphia, okay? Thank you, sir.
Take care. Thank you, Thatcher. So there's a gentleman who has come by to make a donation, and remember, you only have to go as far as your telephone to make a pledge of whatever amount you would like at 215-336-3050. If you want to come down here to 2nd Street and Washington Avenue, you can do that too. We're having a blast. But whatever it is, get involved and make your Mummers Museum stay here for a lot longer. We have more special guests coming along?
Yeah, you know, we have a campaign manager here, I believe, too, huh? Or maybe not?
Before we do, while we're getting that already, let me just mention a couple of people who have pledged so far, Larry.
All right.
Teresa Bevilacqua of Jackson Street in South Philadelphia has made a nice pledge to us today, as has Mike Mackin, also of South Philadelphia. South Philadelphia is well represented today. Also, Catherine McCaskey of Philadelphia. Thank you, Catherine. And our old friend, one of the great Mr. Mummers, if you will, Bill Waitera, who is one of our great mummers and a commentator on our Mummers broadcast, has come through with a very nice contribution in memory of Angelo Tengredi. So our thanks to you, Bill, for making that contribution in his memory. Whatever your reason, we hope you'll join Thatcher Longstreth and all the mummers who have come in here today and all the folks who have made these pledges to get our tote board up even higher with your pledges at 215-336-3050. We're determined that the Mummers Museum is going to stay right here where it belongs and stay in operation for many years to come.
You know who could help? I'm just thinking about that. You know, like during New Year's and thereafter, we have a Broad Street tradition here, all those vendors in Broad Street. Come on now. You've been helped out by this tradition. And give your friends and neighbors a hand in preserving this tradition. 215-336-3050. I'll tell you what, better to describe what's going on with the museum. Let's take you on a tour of the museum and its various functions and capabilities.
Music at Broad and Locust, just to name a few. Less well known, but no less treasured, is the Mummers Museum in South Philadelphia. This museum, one of the city's best kept secrets, still manages to attract lots of visitors interested in finding out more about one of Philadelphia's oldest and most dazzling traditions, the Mummers.
If you haven't been to the Mummers Museum, you're really missing something special. Located down here at 2nd and Washington, this museum was designed and constructed to showcase all that is Philadelphia mummery, its proud history and rich traditions. I'm standing right here with Bob Finnegan. He's the curator of the museum, and right now he's giving a tour to the St. Francis Over 50 Club from Springfield, Delaware County. We're going to tag along, and we'd like to invite you to join us too.
As the museum's founding fathers look on, these folks listen closely as Finnegan explains the origins of this strange and wonderful tradition, the Mummers. One of the first things that will strike you as you enter the lobby is the winner's circle. Here you'll see a mock-up of the previous New Year's Parade winners, in this case, a tribute to the popular animated film Aladdin. The intricate designs are guaranteed to impress. Before the costumes get to this stage, however, they have to be designed first. In addition to being the museum's curator, Finnegan is himself a designer of Mummers costumes, and many of his prize-winning sketches line the walls of the museum. After the winner's circle, it's up the steps to the next attraction, the Broad Street Room.
The Broad Street Room. This, as I say, we're trying to duplicate what you will see on New Year's Day going up Broad Street.
Here in this room, you really get a flavor for what it's like on the old avenue on New Year's Day. You can see some of the fabulous costumes that have adorned mummers in parades gone by. Some of these costumes, with their imported feathers and adornments and the obvious craftsmanship that goes into the making of these garments, can cost upwards of $5,000 a piece. What could possibly cause a person to go to that trouble and expense for just one day? Finnegan thinks he has the answer.
But it's because they love it, they enjoy it, it is their hobby, everybody has an obsession. With the Mummers, it is New Year's Day.
Next stop on the tour is the gallery, where you get a bit of the history of the Mummers. Along the gallery walls, the pictures of Mummers from an earlier bygone era seem to call out to visitors to stop a minute and listen to the music. And by simply pushing a button, the answers to many of the questions you may have about mummery, past or present, flash up on the screen in an instant.
One of the favorite stops along the museum tour is this Be a Mummer exhibit. Even if you don't have an ounce of mummery in your soul, it gives you a chance to try on the sequins and feathers and get the feel of being a real live mummer yourself.
That's just not my color. The tour winds up with a brief explanation of the music behind the Mummers, which seems fitting. After all, without the unique Mummers sound, there would be no Mummers at all. The sound has its roots in minstrel music. James Bland, an African-American, wrote the song "Oh, Dem Golden Slippers," which was later adopted as the Mummers' theme song. And that about ends the tour, except for one last thing.
You don't come to the Mummers Museum without doing one thing: the golden slipper, the strut.
After a brief demonstration, visitors to the museum get a chance to try their hands, or should I say their feet, at doing the Mummers strut.
Come on!
Thatcher's got them funny-looking Argyle socks, but he doesn't have one of these, does he, huh? We're live in the Broad Street Room. Hi, I'm John Butterworth. Make your pledge now, 336-3050. That'll put you in touch with Mummery. We were in that room just a moment ago. That's where we stole the costumes from. Please make your pledge now, 215-336-3050. Jody, you've got somebody you want to talk to?
I have a very special guest here. This is Tom Fox, and he's the parade coordinator. And before we interview, I must say, these costumes are not only colorful, they're very comfortable, very warm, and really nice. And I guess you can give me some insight on what to expect this year.
Well, this year they say the parade is only a one-day parade, but that's really not true. It starts actually at the very end of last year's parade, because we close out the prize money, and we in March then we start to do drawing for positions, and then this year, because of the change going back to Broad Street, we're preparing for the march up Broad Street, and a new route which will go to the left side of City Hall.
And it's only a couple months away. What else can we expect being done in the last couple of months here?
Well, the groups themselves, I'm sure they're practicing and practicing. Some of them, they say they do the routine 600-700 times, and I'm sure they're into that right now.
And how many years have you been involved?
This is, I guess, my 7th year.
So you're a pro.
Yeah, no, not really. No, I come to really enjoy this. My real job, or my other job with the Recreation Department, is the maintenance division for recreation. And this is kind of the other side. But I've really come to appreciate these fellows and the time that they put into this. It's a great Philadelphia historic tradition, and this museum is the place that preserves that. So I'm hoping that everybody can give what they can give to the museum.
So, you want to say the number?
Oh, okay. If you can, call 336-3050 and make a pledge, please.
Tom, I have one more question before you go. As the director of the Recreation Department, do you think you could get me a decent softball field this year? No problem. Thanks for coming by. We appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
We have another special guest who's going to be joining us right now. He's the captain of the Hog Island, I'm going to get this wrong, Fancy Division? New Year's Association.
Come on down.
Right in here. This is Dr. Mark Wright. Mark is not only an avid mummer, you are also a veterinarian.
Correct.
Oh, wow.
And you took first prize in 1995, 94, and 93, and I take it you've got a couple of jackets like this at home with some other numbers on them?
Right, and we got a lot of room down here.
Well, he's very, very...
Probably wearing a jacket. Looks very nice.
He knew it was going to be cold in here.
No, we got caught up. We were moving today into a larger facility, and I just want to run over and make a donation to the telethon.
Dr. Mark, we thank you for that. I know you have a check for us.
Thank you.
Very good. You want to give
Money.
that phone number too?
Okay, and if you can, you want to make your donations to 336-3050.
This is the first 5-digit check we've received this evening.
Woo!
Thank you very much, Dr. Mark. It's very, very
Thank
nice
you
of
very much.
Let's
Can we hear
it.
some applause? Thank you.
It has a decimal point, but we'll take it anyway. It's wonderful. Thank you, Dr. Mark.
Thank you. Thank you. And we have more money.
We have from the Woodland String Band, their captain, Dave Anderson. He's just Mark, matches Dr. Mark's pledge there. From the Polish American String Band, their captain, Zach. He is also called in to show his support. And I think the Polish American String Band, I'm not sure. I think they went to play in Europe, and I think my mother-in-law went with them.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
She's very, very into this, Mum.
We should bring her down here.
No. I'd also like to thank Captain Mike Vaughn for his pledge as well. He's from the 2 Street String Band, and I guess that's where Captain Mike lives, in Blackwood. Thanks for your call, Captain Mike. 336-3050, that's the number to call to make your pledge right now to be part of Mummer Mania.
And you can still come down and join us, put on a costume and come down and do some strutting. But if not, if you can't, pick up the telephone and call 336-3050. John and I are having a great time.
Play the University of South Philadelphia fight song again, Willis. We'll keep dancing for you. Thera, I think, is waiting for us.
I think Thera's down there now in the winner's circle, so we'll go down there to Thera.
I'll tell you, it looks like a party going on up there in the Broad Street room. And guess what? We've got a party going on down here, don't we, folks? All right, we've got a party, but we need those phones to ring a bit more. Still not ringing nearly as much as we would like them to. We also want people to just file on in through the door. We're at 2nd and Washington, easily accessible by public transportation and or just by driving on over. There's plenty of area and room to park in. I am standing next to a gentleman right now who is truly a part of history in Philadelphia. He's seen a lot, he's lived a lot, and I think I could call him a real part of this institution that we stand in, this Mummers Museum. Mr. Frank DeBase is joining me, and I'm delighted to chat with you for a moment or two.
It's my pleasure, dear.
Yeah, now you've been with the museum from the beginning.
Before the first shovel ever hit the ground at this location.
Fantastic. So you saw the dream come true.
Yes, I did. And it's here right now, and all we need is people to ring them phones, pledges to come in so that we can keep his dream here.
Absolutely. Now, you are the man that handles the money. And it's very interesting when you told me you have been the treasurer for the Mummers Museum for 20-odd years now.
It is just over 20 years. It's almost 20 years the museum is here, and we started to raise funds a year or two before. I don't know if it's because they think I'm very honest or because the job doesn't pay anything and they can't get anybody else to do it.
It's honesty.
Oh, I hope so.
It's honesty, I'm sure, and it's the fact that they know you can handle it and handle it well. To be the one in charge of the money for 20 years, I think that says a lot for the kind of individual that you are, to be so trustworthy and to do it so well. I mean, look at this place. You've been doing well handling the money.
We try and keep it well. We have a budget of around $250,000, which the city helps us out with about $75,000. We raise the rest of it all ourselves.
Well, now, we want Mr. DeBase to be extremely busy counting checks, counting pledges, counting cash. So we need you to help us make him busy. You must call 336-3050, 336-3050, or just come on down here to 2nd and Washington and make that contribution in person. We want Mr. DeBase to be so busy that he can't go home before midnight. I think that's a fair time.
Keep calling in, 336-3050 with your pledges.
All right. Maybe you'll come back and visit us a little bit later on.
I hope so. We'll be here until 10 o'clock.
That's it, and we want to remind you that 336-3050 is the number, 336-3050. Make for sure you come on down. Let Greater Media Cable, Wade Cablevision, and Comcast Cablevision, along with the Mummers organization and the Mummers Museum, let us know how much you really care about the Mummers. Make a pledge today. We're going to go back to Ed and Larry.
Thank you,
Thank you
Thera.
very much. Doing a great job up there. We've got some wonderful guests who are here, and we've got the Broad Street Mummers Band. They're going to be on in just a moment again. But do take this opportunity to call us with your pledge at 215-336-3050. Those numbers are going ever upward. We're going to see if we can get close to $10,000. And Larry, you've got a few names of more people who have pledged.
Tom Napoleon just called in with a $20 pledge.
Thank you very much for your pledge. That helps a great deal.
Louis Delano, $20 pledge.
Thank you for that.
And Gloucester City, string band, $25. So we're making some headway here, friends. You know, people are here. We need to get those numbers humming. 215, you see it, 336-3050. Call and help make a tradition last. The Philadelphia Mummers Museum is right here, 2nd and Washington. You can come down, witness this, witness the music, the people. We have wonderful people here. And I'll tell you, that's part of what makes the telethon work is the support you get, and the people who participate, and they know who they are. So once again, 215-336-3050. And once again, what would a Mummers Museum be without any music? Huh?
I couldn't agree. Hey, what have you guys got for us next? You're ready? They've got something coming up. Here they are one more time, the Broad Street Mummers Band. Gentlemen. There you have it. Yeah, we have young people dancing out here, old people dancing out here, everybody in between. The Broad Street
For
Mummers
everybody.
playing.
That's the whole thing. It's for everybody. And, you know, you out there who are watching this, reason why we're having this little get-together here is to raise some funds for the Mummers Museum and just to spotlight some of the wonderful talent that goes behind this every year. When it comes down to it, it takes nerve and courage and talent to put it all together. And guys like the Broad Street Mummers Band, hey guys, take a bow. Do
You
it for us
guys are
right
great.
now.
Let's hear it for them.
Let's
The
hear it.
Broad Street Mummers Band. They are terrific. Great job, gentlemen.
Okay.
Thank you very much. And through all of this, the tote board is up. Look at this.
Here you go.
$1,838 we have made so far in just slightly over 1 hour.
Yeah.
So we're doing very well, Larry Cosgrove, and we're getting started.
We have some wonderful help here. I'm going to point out Dave Rumsey, our producer. You've seen some of his pieces there. Theo Conley, all right, and Jody Linder and John Butterworth. They're just doing a wonderful job up there. So, guys, keep up the good work. And, folks, I have to thank this audience here. They've come down to help us out. One more time, a cheer for yourselves. Come on. Yeah, you hear it.
And we've got plenty more yet to come. We're going to be here until 10 o'clock tonight, having wonderful entertainment just like you've heard from the Broad Street Mummers. There will be plenty more yet to come, more special guests, more ways for you to get involved. There's something that is absolutely unique. You're not going to find, number one, the Mummers, or number two, a museum like the Mummers Museum anyplace else in the entire world. I guarantee it. Travel far and wide. This is the only place. The city of brotherly love, Philadelphia, is the home of the Mummers and the Mummers Museum. And no matter what else happens in the city, this museum is going to be here for a long time because of all the work of the folks that Larry was just mentioning, and most importantly of all, your work. And it's really not hard work at all. Just get to that phone. Takes about a minute of your time. Make that pledge at 215-336-3050. $5, $10, $20, $50, $100 will be gratefully accepted. And we have many ways of saying thanks. Larry, just one that I happen to have here is a Mummers Museum mug.
The mug.
Everybody who makes a pledge will have an opportunity and a chance to win one of these many premium items that we have for you. This is one that you can proudly display in your home for whatever your favorite hot or cold beverage may be. You can enjoy it in the Mummers Museum mug. That's yours for a pledge, 215-336-3050. Larry.
I'll tell you what, it's time we took a break here just to recollect our senses and get things together, but more wonderful music's coming up. So you stay tuned, and again, 215-336-3050. We'll be right back. You come back too, okay?
right, here we are, hour
Party
number
time.
2. Hour number 2 of the 1995 Mummers Museum Telethon. Ed Cunningham here. I'm from Channel 12. Larry Cosgrove there. He's from Channel 17. And a room full of volunteers and wonderful folks. And still to come, more Mummers string bands to entertain you tonight, all the way up to 10 o'clock, as our way of persuading you to become a member of the Mummers Museum next year, Larry, to celebrate its 20th anniversary. And if we have anything to say about it, it's going to be here for a lot longer than that.
Exactly.
If the people call and make their pledges at 336-3050.
But it's up to you. Again, some wonderful people have called in their pledges, and we're working in this number here. What you see behind us is growing by the moment, and we have some goals later on in the evening which we'll share with you. But right now, I want to talk about the Joseph Bazooka family in Philadelphia. They donated $10. Denise Gilson donated $10. And the Tullio family donated $40. So folks, thank you. And again, 215-336-3050 is a number to preserve Philadelphia's heritage in the Mummers Museum. 215-336-3050. Remember, the whole purpose of this is to have fun. We have a lot of fun down here tonight. I know Ed's going after it twice and dance, so you know this is really active work.
We haven't got you out
here.
yet, Larry.
No, because I have my nom de guerre is 2 left feet, you know?
That's right.
So, and again, 215-336-3050. Call and help the Mummers Museum. You can do it right now. Ed?
Before this night is through, I promise we will get Larry out on the floor to do the Mummers strut.
Well, we'll see. We'll see.
All right, we'll see about that. I do have a couple of folks who have made pledges here. We have Betty Willis from Philadelphia, who's made a nice pledge. Thank you, Betty. Let's see. Also, Mrs. Catherine Dunn of Collingdale, PA. A very nice contribution from her. I really should have my glasses on to read these, but here we go. Tom King of Philadelphia also made a very nice pledge. He is the music director of the Hegeman String Band, so not only does he make beautiful music and beautiful sights for us on January 1st every year as a member and the music director of the Hegeman String Band, but he's come through with some help for the Mummers Museum. Why don't you do it too? These numbers obviously are going to be going up because of these pledges that have just come in. So stick with us and let's see how close we can get to $10,000 in pledges for the Mummers Museum by 10 o'clock tonight. Would that not be a great windfall for this unique institution in the Delaware Valley? So call now, 215-336-3050. I couldn't understand why there's people waving their fingers at me. Now I know I'm supposed to be looking over here.
Yeah.
Was I talking to someone else entirely when I was making that impassioned spiel?
And they knew. They knew who you were talking to, and we have a loyal audience out there, too. Tell you what, I want to go upstairs right now to the Broad Street room and check out Jody and John.
Hi, Dennis.
Hi, guys. How you doing?
We're up here in the Broad Street room, Jody and me, and I was downstairs where the phones are and taking pledges. Now, you hear one ring once in a while, but I was down there for like 3 minutes, and I saw 5 people sitting around doing this.
They should be ringing off the hook.
It's easy to do. Punch us out. 336-3050. 336-3050. Some people have done this already. I have pledges here in my hand.
Thank you. We want to thank those who have.
John Belko, Cass Scaly. I'm going to get even with you people. Chick Vesey in memory of Mr. and Mrs. Chick Sr. Sophie Rafferty. Thank you, Sophie. I appreciate that. She's part of the pledge. And Paul Beidel also called 336-3050 to make his statement of support for the Mummers. Somebody else that we need to thank, Jody, is the people at cable television.
Yes.
This is public access television. You're the public. We're accessing you. This is one of the really great things that has come out of cable TV, is that we can come right to your home on an as-needed basis. Normally on this channel, what would you be seeing? I don't know, program notes, whatever. But tonight, we're live, talking to you in your living room, asking you to support the Mummers Museum by making your pledge at 336-3050. I know you're involved in cable, too.
Yes, and we really want to thank Comcast as well as Cablevision TV. Both of them have really made this night possible. And I think we're going to go right now to a testimonial from the general manager, Joe Cadillo, and he's from Comcast. And again, we just want to thank them. But please, please pick up the telephone and call 336-3050. So then John can sit here and read your name on TV. You're getting better.
I'm going to get Larry to dance before the night's over. You want to stay tuned for that. It won't be easy, but I'm going to make it happen. You'll see.
So we'll go to that tape right now.
Hi, I'm Joe Cadillo, Vice President and General Manager of Wade Cablevision. Growing up in Philadelphia has many special memories for me, but none greater than the excitement of the Mummers Parade on New Year's Day. What better way to say goodbye to the old and hello to the new? And now you can help to keep this tradition alive by supporting the Mummers Museum, a vital part of our city's heritage. Call now, right now, and pledge your support. At Wade Cablevision, we're more than just your cable company, we're your neighbor.
Alrighty, John Santarpio is joining us now, and we did talk with his sister a little earlier on in the program. This is a family truly committed to helping raise money for the Mummers, and we're delighted to have you with us. Thanks for stopping by this microphone.
How you doing?
I'm doing good. Now, your story, I'm assuming, is kind of similar to your sister's. You really care. You have a commitment for the Mummers.
Yes, I've been a mummer since 1973. I was not even one yet. And, you know,
We want to see some video footage of that. Right?
and my father carried me, and I've been in the parade ever since. You know, my grandfather owns the club. I march with Liberty Clowns. I've competed now. You know, I'm part of running the club now. So I've graduated to a different level in the club.
Now, you're being very modest. I know that the Liberty Clowns comics won, what, 11 years in a row?
Yes, 11 first prizes in a row. It's never been done by any division.
That is impressive.
At all, yes.
So the tradition continues, we should say.
Yeah, hopefully it's starting a new era maybe, you know, younger people, myself and my other family members can take over.
But money is such an important part of the story. I mean, the Mummers costumes, come on, everybody. Philadelphia, you know how beautiful those costumes are. Those costumes don't cost pennies. Those costumes cost a lot of money. But not to mention this facility that we're standing in. It is absolutely beautiful. I had no idea what a treasure we have here at 2nd and Washington. And I've only been here about an hour, 2 hours now, and I am totally impressed, and I still haven't seen everything. This is a beautiful facility, but it takes a lot of money to run.
Yeah, it does quite a bit, yes. My grandfather's a treasurer, and you know, he explained a lot of it to me. I used to come here a lot with him for meetings and understand a lot of it, so it's...
You know what it takes.
Yeah, I do. I know what it takes, yeah. It's,
all right, well, we want everybody to call 336-3050, 336-3050, or if you want to do something a little bit different on this beautiful Sunday evening, just drive on over here. We're right in the heart of South Philadelphia. We'd love to see your face in the place. And if you stop by, I promise you, I'm going to put you on camera with me. You'll get to stand up here just like John and say hello to everybody out there in TV land. We want to remind you, if you're at someone's house visiting right now and you're getting ready to go home and you don't live in South Philadelphia, you should know that this telethon is on all 3 cable networks in Philadelphia: Greater Media Cable, Wade Cablevision, and Comcast. Channel 66 across the board. So check us out when you go home. Call your friends, call your neighbors. Tell them to call 336-3050. We need lots of money. Come on, Philadelphia. You can do it. We're going to go to the Wall of Fame. And thank you, John, for stopping by.
Thank you.
All right.
The Wall of Fame, indeed. Yeah, we're still working on this tote board here. 1,838 at last, but we're still adding to that. And of course, as we go through the evening, you'll see a greater and greater total, Ed. So we still have calls coming in. We have people down here donating their time and their service and their money. And you see the folks coming in to donate the money. We need you to do that right now. So give it a call, 215-336-3050.
And you might get an opportunity to win this one. This is a 2 LP set of On Broad Street with the Philadelphia Mummers string bands. There are 4 sides of great Mummers music on here by some of the greatest string bands of them all, everybody from Furco to Quaker City to Hegeman to South Philadelphia to Duffy to Durning Avalon, you name them, they're on here. And there are 2 LPs in here. You might just get one of these if you make that pledge now at 215-336-3050. So make that pledge. You see the old clock on the wall, as they say in the old broadcasting industry. Yeah. 7:15 now, we're going to be off the air at 10 o'clock. And by that time, we are determined we'll have made about or close to $10,000 for one of the great cultural treasures of this area of the world, the Mummers Museum at 2nd and Washington Avenues. To celebrate its 20th anniversary next year, Larry, and as far as we're concerned, it's going to do so with great financial health.
That's right. You know, some people I've noticed about the Mummers are real fanatics. I'll tell you what, we have the original fanatic, the Philly fanatic himself, to talk about what's going on with the Mummers this year.
The Mummers have a wide appeal, and Mummers fans come in all shapes and sizes, not to mention colors. Why, some Mummers fans are downright fanatical in their appreciation of string band music. But you know, when you get right down to it, can you really blame them? I mean, after all, The Mummers have been entertaining folks with their music for more than 100 years. When you've been around that long, you must be doing something right. Well, it looks like the fanatic has a little bit of mummer magic way down in his soul. Or maybe he's just a frustrated musician bending some of that mummer mania with a little bit of air banjo. We're standing here talking with the Philly fanatic. He's going to tell us what he thinks about the Mummers. Well, it's easy to see how he feels about them. So important are the Mummers that they even built a museum for them. Now it's up to us, you and me, to keep it going. Give what you can and watch the whole world smile along with you too.
Hi, we're back in the Broad Street room. I'm John Butterworth, taking your calls, 336-3050. And Mr. Cunningham, just to let you know, I got a mug too. And if you want a mug, pick up the phone and make your pledge to the Mummers Museum, 336-3050. Can you tell I'm tired? And by the way, I'm taking tomorrow off, just so you know. Nobody panic when you turn on the traffic tomorrow and Jim is there. If Jim's not there, the phone call come to me and I'll be there and I'll be tired. But for tonight, we're here. We're doing this for the Mummers, 336-3050. That's the number to call. Jody's got somebody she wants you to meet. Jody.
Well, I feel very honored right now. I'm standing next to John Pignati Jr. from the Hageman String Band, and he was the first prize string band and first prize captain. That's right.
That's correct.
So tell me, what's in store for this year? First prize again?
We're going to try. We're going to try to do it again.
Are you going to let any secrets, or is that kind of hush-hush?
You're going to have to wait till New Year's Day for that one.
Well, we can't wait. So what do you have for me? Some money?
In behalf of the officers and the members of the Hageman String, I'd like to give a donation to the Mummers Museum.
Thank you very much. And it's a pleasure to meet you. We look forward to this year. Yes, applause, please, applause. Thank you.
Look, there's you.
Oh, there he is, right
You're
on
on Broad
TV.
Street.
And if you missed the act, I'm sure you did. It's right on television now. We see him doing his first prize dance and string bands right now.
John, what was your theme here? What were you guys going
Hageman's
for?
first class, second-hand hobo band.
Now, how long did it take to build your costume, your captain's suit?
Took our costumer a couple weeks to build it.
Oh, just a couple of weeks. Something she threw together.
Just my suit.
Just your suit took a couple of weeks.
How long were you practicing for?
Since September of last year.
Now, here's the secret question. How much money did you spend?
Not a lot.
No?
What's not a lot?
Not a lot
No,
by
I can't
Mummers
tell
standards. Ay, ay, ay. Look at
Well,
that.
it looks great. I feel right now like it's New Year's Day, standing here watching this.
Actually, you're not on Broad Street here, are you?
Well, that year we paraded Market Street, but that's the judges' stand.
All righty.
And how did you come up with the theme?
Well, our theme committee meets throughout the year, and we decided to come up with this theme, a hobo theme, save money, and we had a lot of fun with this routine.
Good. I'm sure you already came up with this year's theme, even though you won't give us a little hint.
Yeah, it's already picked.
Great, great. Well, John?
Thank you very much, Captain. We appreciate you. Got another big guy here.
Oh.
How do they grow these mummer guys so incredibly tall? You're like 8 million feet. Well, I sound tall. This is Steve Van Vectin.
Yes.
See, I knew I would mess it up. See, this is the name I'm going to call him by his shirt says Rambo. And Steve is from the Bill Mittner's Shooting Star.
Bill McIntyre Shooting Stars.
All right. Look, Jody, can we get Steve a microphone here so we can hear him?
We're from the Bill McIntyre Shooting Stars.
And he's holding a check here, aren't you?
Yeah, this is from the officers and the members presented to the Mummers Museum. This is a $100 check.
Thank you very much. You can come back and visit us anytime.
Okay, thanks
We
a lot.
really do appreciate that. Now we're gonna throw it back. I think, excuse me for turning around, to Bill, or no, to Ed and Larry. They're downstairs. Look, I got the mug. Yeah.
And we just want to thank you all. Thank you both, you gentlemen, for being here. We'll go back to the guys downstairs.
Get Bill and bring him in here quick.
Okay, okay. I'm Larry, he's Ed. Who are you folks? Okay.
Well, we
You're
got some Mummers
Philadelphia.
fans here.
Okay.
So we've
Yeah,
got-
who's on first? Anyway, 215-336-3050. This is a big thing. You make some phone calls now because we're making some progress, but to make the ultimate progress, to get some money, keep our wonderful Mummers Museum going, we have to get your bucks. Again, 336-3050, or be like the folks down here now, our wonderful audience. Come on down, lend your support, lend a hand. It really doesn't take much because all the Mummers enthusiasts out there and Philadelphia is the legend among them. You know, I know you can come down and just spare a little bit of cash, and that will go a long way. But just make that call now, 336-3050. Do it, and we won't be bleeding in your ear after 10 o'clock to tell you to get some money. We need that money badly.
And as we speak, by the way, Larry, look at that. We're up well over the $2,000 mark now, up to $2,206.
Let's hear it, eh? Ah.
You may applaud. You should applaud. Now, as those numbers go up, you take a look at the clock right next door there, though that the time keeps getting less and less and less. 2 hours and 37 minutes left to see how much money we can raise for the great Mummers Museum here in South Philadelphia. We have a tradition of having it here for almost 20 years now. The Mummers have been officially around for going on 100 years, and we now have about a 5-year-old tradition of coming on the air here on our access channels on cable in the Philadelphia area to ask directly for your support. Philadelphia deserves the Mummers Museum. You deserve it. We all deserve it. And all it takes right now for you to show that solidarity and support is to get to your phone, about a minute of your time, make that pledge at 336-3050. Larry, we should certainly pay tribute to the nice volunteers who are here answering the telephones. Yeah. A finer and friendlier group of telephone operators you could not meet.
And really, we need that because, you know, if you pick up the phone, you're talking to somebody, you don't want, what you want, you know? You want somebody who's familiar, and those folks are familiar with the Mummers, and also, they'll tell you all you need to know about your pledge, where it goes to, and, you know, and what it does. But again, you got to make it 336-3050, and there's many wonderful ways we can raise some money tonight. We have some premiums, so your pledges can work in with that. And let's talk about that a little bit now. Here's a description of some of the items we're kind of giving away tonight with a good, healthy pledge. Let's go to that.
If you've ever been to the Mummers Museum, you've probably seen the wonderful exhibits they have down here. And that's probably all the reason you need to pledge your support to this wonderful institution. But just in case you're still on the fence, here are several more great reasons to give. This hour only, all pledges of $50 or more could win you and a friend a fabulous 2-night stay, including breakfast, at the Embassy Suites in Center City. Get away from it all in the heart of it all. Spend the weekend in the midst of the city's cultural center. The Philadelphia Museum of Art is just up the Parkway, and the Franklin Institute, the Academy of Natural Sciences, and the Rodin Museum are all within walking distance. Or just relax in the Embassy Suites' luxurious surroundings. All night long, a $50 pledge could earn you a $50 gift certificate from Snocky's Restaurant. Not a bad return on your investment. Snocky's, located right across from the museum at 2nd and Washington, has been serving up its oysters and seafood since 1912. Make your pledge right now, and perhaps you'll be enjoying a meal at this historic Philadelphia landmark. Well, whether you're a seafood lover or strictly a meat and potatoes fan, there's something for you at the Chart House. Watch the ships go by as you dine on the Delaware. A pledge of $25 or more could win you brunch for two at this wonderful waterfront restaurant. A pledge of just $25 also puts you in the running to win breakfast for two at the Atrium Cafe at the Airport Doubletree. Watch the planes take off as you put on, a pound or two that is, as you order from the delicious breakfast menu at the Atrium Cafe. But why just sit back and watch other people jetting off to exotic destinations? Get on board yourself. All callers making a pledge to the Mummers Museum will be eligible to win 2 discount airfare tickets, courtesy of Continental Airlines. Don't be left out in the cold. Save up to $75 apiece on each of 2 round-trip plane tickets. The discounts are good on flights to Mexico, anywhere in Central or South America, Santo Domingo, or sunny San Juan, Puerto Rico. So go on, make that pledge. You'll be glad you did once that cold weather sets in and you're down basking in the sun. String band music is not just for New Year's Day. Make a pledge right now, and you can have the sounds of banjos strumming and saxophones blaring every day of the year. All callers this evening will be eligible to win either a cassette or LP of their favorite string band music. 15 lucky callers tonight will walk away with one of these prizes, courtesy of the museum gift shop. And there's nothing like sitting down to that morning cup of Java and drinking it out of one of these beautiful opaque glass Mummers coffee mugs. The museum gift shop has generously donated 15 of these mugs, and all callers throughout the evening will be in the running to take one home. Meet me at the Acme and bring along your $20 gift certificate. All callers making a pledge this evening will be eligible for a drawing for 1 gift certificate good for $20 at Acme Markets. Finally, Take a walk down memory lane and learn about everything Philadelphia, from Mario Lanza to the Melrose Diner to, oh yes, the Mummers Parade. Author Joe Spraglia has donated 20 copies of his book, The Waffle Man, to be given out to 20 lucky callers this evening. No Philadelphian should be without this guide to Philly's proud traditions. Yo, what are you waiting for? Make that pledge, and maybe you'll win one of these great prizes.
Ladies and gentlemen, right now by my side, I have the host with the most, Palma Lucas. She is the executive director of the Mummers Museum, and I am so delighted to be in your home.
Oh, it's a pleasure to have you here and everyone else.
Yes, yes. You know, all of this is for the museum and to raise money to make for sure that things continue to go beautifully like they have been for the last 20 years.
That's right.
I know you want to put your pitch out there to our viewers to get them to make those phones ring.
I sure do. With your help last year, we were able to continue some of the things that we started 20 years ago and have been able to further along. The best day, you have to come down, is just watch our special challenged, mentally challenged, physically challenged people come through here. They might walk in not too happy, but when they walk out of here, or even get wheeled out of here, they're out of here with a smile. And that's what your funds are doing. You're keeping us alive to keep the people of Philadelphia reminded that the Mummers were here before and they're here for a very long time.
Now, the museum is available for people to come and go on a tour at various hours, specific hours that you select.
We're open every day except Monday. You can start out Tuesday through Saturday, 9:30 to 5, Sunday, 12 to 5.
All right, we want people to call the magic number 336-3050, 336-3050. That is the number that we need for you to call right now. And to Palma Lucas, we want to thank her again for allowing us to come into her home to hang out and have some fun with the beautiful people at the Mummers Museum. I have never seen so many gorgeous ladies in one place at one time. Grace Hirschman is joining us now. Grace, thank you for stopping over.
Oh, it's my pleasure. Thank you. I really enjoy being here, volunteering my time to help out the Mummers because they are such an important part of our neighborhood.
Now, you've been behind-the-scenes person with the Mummers organization for how long now?
Well, I'd say, actually not myself, but my family has been active in the Mummers Parade. And since the Mummers Museum was built, my family has been very active in the volunteering.
So now for you to come here tonight and to help staff these telephones, to talk to people, to take those pledges over the phone, what does that mean for you? Does it give you a special feeling, or do you just do it because you feel like you have to do it? Why do you do it?
Well, you know what? It's so nice to give back to our neighborhood. We love seeing all the Mummers on New Year's Day, the family tradition, the comics, Froggy Car, all of the organizations, the string bands that we truly, truly enjoy. And this is part of it, giving a little bit of your time to make sure that this tradition continues.
Right, you are so fabulous, and all the people are fabulous that are working with us today, working behind us here at this Magic Circle, and we're just delighted to meet you, and we're going to let you get back to work on those telephones because I think I hear them ringing. Okay, call the numbers 336-3050, 336-3050. That's the number. Mr. Frank DeChico is joining us. How are you, sir?
Fine. Yourself?
When you want to talk about the winner's circle, I think I feel a winner standing next to me.
Well, they tell me the only way I lose this election is I get hit by a bus, so I'm very careful crossing the streets these days.
Absolutely. You, too, have been a part of the Mummers tradition in Philadelphia for a long time, and for 15 years you led a group?
No, 15 years I had my own club. I started out as a 12-year-old boy in 1958. It was my first parade, and I took a little sabbatical back in the 70s, and I just couldn't say, it wasn't the same standing on the sidelines, and I went back in a few years ago, and my boys and all, we've all been in the parade for about 27 years now.
If there was one thing that you could say to our viewing audience to try to entice them to dial that number 336-3050, what would that thing be?
Well, I guess, you know, when you talk to people, everybody talks about how the neighborhoods have changed and things just aren't the way they used to be. But this is something that has never left us. This is really what South Philadelphia and Philadelphia is all about. And to keep the tradition alive, I think this is something it's important to all of us to pass on to the next generations. And as another thing that always bothers me, I think people don't understand what we really have in Philadelphia. This is something that's here, and we seem to take everything for granted. So I would ask all my friends, even my friends who moved to Jersey, who come back on New Year's Day, to call me. I'll be on answering the phones tonight, make a pledge. We really need you.
All right, I think that's a very special statement coming from someone who's running for political office. We're just a few weeks away from General Election Day in Philadelphia, and yet Mr. Frank DeCicco is taking some of his time, along with some other candidates who are here, to spend some time, to take some phone calls, to get some pledges, to generate some dollars for the Mummers Museum. We want you to do the same thing. Come on down and join us. We're at 2nd and Washington Avenue in beautiful South Philadelphia. Or if you don't feel like getting up out of the house, just pick up that telephone and let your fingers do the walking. Give us a call at 336-3050. Councilman, thank you, sir.
Thank you. Keep the tradition alive. Thank you.
We will keep the tradition alive, and we'll move on as our broadcast, our live telethon continues.
Oh, hi. Look, we're on.
Look at that.
Usually they point us. Look at this. The three mustaches. This is John, and this is Tom, and they are from... You speak up.
Landy.
Actually, that's not very good because your jacket's missing some letters. There you go.
See, he's got a better jacket.
The Landy New Year's Association. Now, these guys came up here and they made a big mistake. They walked into the Broad Street room where we are with a blank check. And he says to me,
That's
"Hey,
scary.
what's the going rate?" And I said, $2. And he said, "Do you think we should give him a deuce, Tom?" And Tom said, "Yeah, what the heck?" So I just doubled their pledge, and he's got a check for me for $200. Thank you very much, John. Appreciate that. Thank you very much, Tom.
You're welcome.
We'll look for these guys on New Year's Day. Something you want to say?
Yeah, thank you for all the supporters of Landy, and my brother has something to say.
I also like to say that any past members of Landy or anybody that cares to join Landy this year, doors are wide open.
What's the number?
Thank everybody. Give me a number.
609-464-0684.
Now, I have an announcement to make. I'm really not that close friends with these guys, but I'm wearing
Don't
a
believe it.
microphone right here. It's so they can be heard. Thank you guys very much for coming by and visiting us. Let's throw it over to Jody now. She's got some more cash.
Good work, John. I'm impressed. And good work downstairs because the phones must be ringing because I have some people to thank. Maggie Harron, thank you very much. Francis Mullen, thank you. Mary Gilson, very nice pledge. Anita Jacobs. And I think I'm going to ask you for some help on this one.
That's Denise. You can't
Denise?
pronounce that?
The next one.
Denise Renee McIntyre.
Thank you.
You're quite welcome.
Thank you. And Spanky.
Spanky is from
Fralinger.
String Band. I also want to thank Bill Gilson from the Greater Kensington String Band. He stopped by with a check as well. It's easy for you to be part of this, 336-3050. Pick up the phone, make your pledge now. We're getting there. The phones are ringing. I'd like to hear them ring a little bit more. In fact, I'd like one time for somebody to get a busy signal. I'd like all of our operators to be busy at once. And we're going to make that happen before this night is over. 336-3050, 336-3050. It's area code 215. Pick up the phone and make the call right now.
We want a stack like this big, so we can sit here and read everyone's name. So please.
Actually, like 5 pledges with really huge numbers will be a lot easier to read on us.
Yeah, actually.
Of course, we got to stay here till 10 o'clock tonight anyway, so it'll give us something to do. Now, I think we might be going to have something special happen here. Am I right? Okay.
You're right.
Let's see.
We're going to go to.
We're going to move over this way. Watch this.
Oh.
Ed Cunningham.
It's split screen technology.
Wow, this is wonderful. Now, I have to
How
look
about
here because
that?
I'm
Isn't
not
that
good at
great, guys?
TV. Okay,
This
now,
is the
Ed,
most
this is what I
exciting
want you...
thing I've seen. We don't have anything like this on Channel 12. We'll have to experiment with this. Keep calling us at 215-923-1234. Are things busy up there, guys? What's the story?
We got people coming through here. Here's what I want you to do. This is our little secret, all right? I'm going to be down when the next band comes in, the Broad Street Band, and I'm going to bring down a costume for Larry to wear, and we're going to have Larry dancing. Now, if Larry doesn't want to dance, then Larry has to pay.
Well, that's great. You guys are doing wonderful work up there. And we're having a lot of fun down here, too, folks, because we have more string bands coming in to join us tonight to entertain you live on our 5th annual Mummers Telethon at 336-3050 as the numbers continue to go up. And you guys are doing a great job upstairs. It looks like a beehive of activity. Would that be right?
Yes, it is. See, Ed, watch, look at this. This is great. I'm making you leave. Wow! That's Muscle Man. 336-3050. That's the number to call to make your pledge right now. And we're going to go to a tour, I believe, of the Mummers Museum gift shop where you could pick up a mug like Ed and I have. I'm going to steal the one I have, but don't tell anybody, okay? Here we go on the tour.
I'm standing here at the gift shop of the Mummers Museum. It's located right on the ground floor as soon as you walk in the door, so you can't miss it. And with me now is Palma Lucas. Palma is the manager of the gift shop here. And Palma, tell me some of the things that you have for sale here at the museum.
We have many items for sale in the shop. The things that you can't find anywhere else. It's mummer-oriented. We have things for the mummer fan. We have videos, we have cassettes, we have T-shirts, and many other items.
Well, it sounds great. Let's go take a look, okay? Well, Palma wasn't kidding when she said they have everything here for the Mummers fan. Just take a look. There are sweatshirts here to help keep out the chill as you're watching the parade march toward City Hall on New Year's Day. They have T-shirts to help keep you covered up in the warmer weather. And speaking of warmer weather, next summer, when you're down at the Jersey Shore and the hot summer sun is beating down on your brow, cover up with one of these terrific Mummers baseball caps. You can show the lady in your life you care with some fine Mummers jewelry. The earrings and pendants shown here are all 14-karat gold. Of course, the museum gift shop carries lots of other mummerabilia as well. For instance, what little girl wouldn't love one of these Mummers dolls to add to her doll collection? Each comes dressed in full mummer regalia, complete with the trademark back piece of the Fancies and Fancy Brigades. There are all kinds of mummer curio for sale at the gift shop. Everything from a ceramic wall mask, tile magnets for your refrigerator door, keychains, address books, just about everything you can imagine for the mummer in your life. Palma, tell me some of the things that we have here in this showcase here.
Well, many of the visitors that we have come from the local schools, both public and parochial. And children have a little bit more money than we did when we were little, but we have items here from 20 cents all the way up to $5 or $6.
And what are some of the items that you have in here?
Some of them, they could bring a mug home to mommy for only $3.39. We have pens that for $1, and a lot of other smaller items. A lot of stocking stuffers also for the parents.
And that's important too, because we are coming up on the holiday. And
That's right, and this is the perfect place to send the little ones with just $1 or $2 to go buy grandmom something.
I see you've got some charms in here too.
Yep, they're $4. We have earrings for pierced ears only, but they're really nice. And of course, every day is New Year's in the museum, so we have mummer hats for New Year's Day. We have noisemakers. We have even ponytail holders.
Terrific.
So it's a little bit of everything.
Of course, mummery is all about the music. And here at the gift shop, you can capture your favorite string bands on LP, cassette, or CD. And for the avid collector, there's something for you too.
We have some really old mummer records. This one by the Furco String Band. It goes back to volume 9, probably recorded in the 60s. And then we have the spotlights. The spotlights were highlighting just a few of the string bands in a particular year. And then we have the annual salutes. This one dates all the way back to 1962. But unfortunately, as I said, they are only on records. They're out of print for most part, but if you have them, you have a collector's item. If you need them, we have them for you.
There's even mummer artwork here. Here's a limited edition print by Carolyn Anderson entitled The Mummers at City Hall. Or how about this 1994 Mummers Parade lithograph by Ron Short? Now, if you're really feeling artistic, you can create your own Mummers artwork and then wear it around town with this paint your own t-shirt set. Well, Palma, thanks for taking us on that tour of the gift shop. Looks like you've got a lot of mummerable gifts there. I know we've only begun to touch on a few of the things you have here. And folks, if you really want to treat yourselves to something special, you should come down and see all the gifts that they have here at the gift shop. And now, let's go back to the entertainment.
All right, Larry Cosgrove.
Ed
That's
Cunningham.
him. I'm Ed Cunningham.
Who's that?
Thank
I'm
you.
Larry.
And we're here to raise money, we hope, for the Mummers Museum on our 5th annual telethon. 215-336-3050 is the number to call with your pledge. And Larry, we've had some special guests earlier this evening and still more to come. Some Mummers bands have played. We've had the audience out here dancing along, doing the Mummers strut. I have done it.
I know.
We have
I know
had
what this
Jody
leads to
doing
now.
it. We've had John Butterworth doing it.
Yeah.
The only ones who have not been out on the floor doing the Mummers strut are Thera and you. What's
Yeah.
going to take you to get out on that floor and dance?
Okay, it's real simple. Let's take a look at this tote board, and I'll tell you what it's going to take me to get out on the dance floor.
Ah.
Because when I dance, I'm really a menace to the public health, because
Yes.
I could break some legs out there, probably my own.
Yes.
We now have 2,200.
But it's going up. Look.
That's going up.
It's going up. And there it is.
$626.
So since last we checked, we've made $400.
When we hit the 3,000 mark, that's all it's going to take to hit the 3,000 mark soon, and I will do the Mummers strut out there.
All right.
you
Did
know.
you hear that? A direct challenge.
I'm warning you, folks out there. I just want to say,
And here it
I
is.
don't know if that would fit, but look better in Jody than in me. But you should try it next time. But anyway,
Now we know
that
why that-
Butterworth is such a kidder. 215-336-3050. 215-336-3050. You got to make the call. And again, I'll do the Mummer strut, but I got to see that up to $3,000. Not that it'll make much difference, but you need to know. Okay. We're going to talk right now about a very special friend of Philadelphia, and it's time to talk to Bobby Rydell.
Bobby.
Hi, I'm Bobby Rydell, and when you grow up in South Philadelphia, certain things never change. Like take, for instance, the Mummers Parade, New Year's Day. God, I can remember great times, being born and raised in South Philadelphia, 11th and Moy-Mensing. All of the guys and girls from my corner, we went to Broad and Snyder and hung out right in front of Sunray Drugs to see the Mummers, the string bands, the fancy parades. It's really a part of Philadelphia, and you can do yourself a favor, not just for New Year's Day, but for every day of the year. Make it a special event and donate some of your time and possibly a little bit of your money to the Mummers Museum. I'd appreciate it. I'm sure all the people associated with the Mummers Parade would appreciate it as well. So thank you ever so much, and if you can make that donation, I'd certainly appreciate it. See you New Year's Day. Bye-bye.
Alrighty, we're back now in the winner's circle, and I've got another winner with me, Frank Rizzo. Nice to see you.
Nice seeing you, Thera.
Yes, now you are busy running for office and
For City Council at large.
City Council at large, and despite your very hectic campaign schedule, you took a slice of your day to stop by and visit with us.
Well, this is a very important part of Philadelphia. The Mummers, as you know, my dad loved the Mummers, and this museum is part of my dad's administration. And I would hope that the people of Philadelphia watching this telecast would call, because I'm going to jump on the phone as soon as we're finished here, and I'd like as many people watching this telecast to call me and pledge some money for this museum, the Mummers Museum.
I'll tell you, if every individual in Philadelphia that respects the Rizzo name, respects the legacy, and respects what is yet to come, would pick up their phone and give a call. Everyone that just loved the Rizzo family, $1 from everyone who, we could stop the telethon and all go home, right?
And I'll stay here until everybody that wants to give $1 calls and speaks with me and commits that $1, because this is such an important part of Philadelphia. Do you know how much the people, I watch people when I'm on Tuesday nights here at the Mummers Museum watching the various bands perform, and when I'm out at the various activities that go on throughout the city where the Mummers perform, the people of this city truly love our Mummers. And I love the Mummers, and I want to do whatever I can to help raise as much money. So folks, please call Frank Rizzo Jr. here in the next couple of minutes. The number's right there. What's the number? 336-3050?
You got it.
Call me, and I want them to contribute that $1, that $2, that $5, that $10, because this is a real important part of Philadelphia.
Alrighty. We know again that your campaign schedule continues. It's very busy, it's very tight, and we just respect the fact that you care enough about the Mummers Museum to take some time out and come here.
Well, I love this museum because, again, I repeat that my dad was the mayor that made this museum happen, and the Mummers organization is just so very, very important to Philadelphia, and I want to help to whatever degree I can help, and I'm going to spend as much time on these phones tonight as required to raise some money.
Now, just before we came into this segment, we were looking at some footage that was done earlier. Bobby Rydell. You were with Bobby today.
I was with Bobby today. They named 11th Street in Bobby's old neighborhood, Bobby Rydell Boulevard.
Right.
And Bobby Rydell is a classy guy and thinks a lot of the Mummers.
All right. Well, Bobby Rydell fans, we want you to stop on over here at 2nd and Washington.
And Frank Rizzo fans, call.
And Frank Rizzo fans, call and or stop by. We're at 2nd and Washington Avenue. The number is 336-3050, and we're going to go and see Larry Kane. I think he's got some news for us.
Yeah, and make sure you call. I'm going right to the telephone.
What do Ben Franklin, the Liberty Bell, soft pretzels, and the Bulletin all have in common? Well, they're all Philadelphia institutions. The Mummers and the annual New Year's Day Parade are also Philadelphia institutions. And just like Ben Franklin, the Liberty Bell and even soft pretzels all have museums dedicated to them. So do the Mummers. Located at 2nd and Washington Avenue in South Philadelphia, the Mummers Museum provides a living record of this Philadelphia tradition. But the museum needs your help to survive and to thrive. So please call in your support right now. Make a pledge, whatever you can afford, to the Mummers Museum. Thank you.
Thank you, Larry.
Hi, we're back.
Larry King, Mr. News.
Yeah?
He was just there. You know, he marched in the parade one year.
He did?
Yes, he did.
In costume?
Yes, he did.
Like what we were wearing?
Well, kind of like a little bit more elaborate than that, but yeah, he said it was a big back piece. I think he marched as a captain in the Fancies. I'm not sure. Probably someone's going to call and correct me. The point is, Larry was in the parade. I have a trivia question for you.
Okay.
What's
all right.
2.55 miles long, is 69 feet wide,
Okay.
and is covered with feathers?
I'm not really good at math. That's why I'm a communication major.
I'm not good at math.
A string band sounds like a really good answer.
It's 2.5 miles long. Maybe it's more than one string band. Maybe it's the
The
whole.
whole parade!
Hey, there you go. That's why we're here in the Broad Street Room at the Mummers Museum, asking you to make your pledge, 336-3050.
Or come down and visit us. I'm getting jealous because I heard Thera's having a lot of people visit her downstairs making some donations.
the people
they
coming
should come
through
visit
here?
us. We're having a good time up here.
We had visitors up here.
Yeah, but we
You
need
guys
more.
bringing money.
We need more. And we
All
want
right.
more money.
If you have money laying around the house, or if you want to just show your support of the Mummers Museum, you come down, you come upstairs, we'll take you into the Broad Street Room, we'll put you on
We'll
TV.
give you a little tour.
And have a great, oh, we're going to go to the phones.
Right now?
Look at
Okay,
this.
good.
This is a live
Okay.
picture of the telephone bank.
Oh.
There's one person on the telephone. Everyone
Hey,
else is sitting there
they're talking.
talking.
They should be answering the
Right
telephone
now,
right
if you
now.
dial 336-3050, right now, if you do
Make
that.
them ring.
See that guy? He's going to have to answer the phone.
That's-
Okay?
yeah.
Right now, you could have something happen on television. If you call this number right now, you're going to see them answer your phone call, and I guarantee you, I'm going to give it my best try. See, thank you.
There he goes. Hey,
There's
we
another
make
one.
him
Thank
work.
you very much.
Wait, there's another one?
Before this night
We
is
want her to
over,
work.
I'm going to have every telephone operator down there on the phone taking a pledge at the same time, because you're going to participate by calling 336-3050. That's 336-3050, area code 215.
Okay, I think we're going to go to a special interview from the Hall of Fame.
With the Greater Kensington String Band, I believe their captain is coming on. It's very good.
Wow. And I guess he's coming up soon.
One
But
more
wait, please. Let's plug the number one more time.
336-3050. We should decide before.
I know
if
we
it was
should.
3050 or 3050.
Yeah, we're getting really good at
You
it.
get
But
the
just
pic. It's
call
on the
it.
screen.
There
It's
it is.
right there.
You can't go wrong.
Right there's the phone number, right there.
We want them to ring. Or, you remember, come down to the Mummers Museum. There's going
guys
to be some
didn't lie
music
about
down here. There's going to be a lot of people. So please, come on down and visit us or make those telephones ring.
By the way,
Yeah.
I took the costume down from Larry.
You did?
Yes, I did. And
Is
you
he
know
gonna
what?
dance?
He's gonna dance. And you know what?
Can we dance with him?
No,
Oh.
I'm gonna bring another costume down for Ed.
Ed needs to dance.
I'm gonna make Ed dance.
What about Thera? I'm going to go after Thera then.
After Ed and Larry dance, you and Thera could dance.
Then we'll dance.
The
Well, we
captain's
should
here?
have- oh, cool.
We've killed enough
Okay,
time.
all right.
Take it away, Captain.
Okay.
We're here.
Hey, we're here. We're back. 215-336-3050. Joining us now is the captain of Greater Kensington String Band. I got that out. Have a little bit of a word loss problem here tonight. This is Scott Moyer. Scott, welcome. Hey, guy.
Nice being here.
This is Ed. I'm Larry. Tell us what you got for us tonight.
Tonight we'd like to donate a check to the museum on behalf of the Greater Kensington String Band and officers and members.
Okay.
And just wish that all the other Mummer fans out there and members would help contribute.
And don't be shy. Tell us how much.
Okay, it's $100.
All right, $100
There you
for the
go.
Greater Kensington String Band.
More good work. Thank you. Thank you, Scott. Scott's group is going to be down here shortly and playing some wonderful music for us. So you need to join hopping like it's not hopping already. But once again, call that number, 215-336-3050. Scott wants you to call, right?
Sure do.
Okay. We're going to do it, 215-336-3050. Right now, let's talk about some of the premiums we offer when you make a pledge tonight to the museum.
If you've ever been to the Mummers Museum, you've probably seen the wonderful exhibits they have down here. And that's probably all the reason you need to pledge your support to this wonderful institution. But just in case you're still on the fence, here are several more great reasons to give. This hour only, all pledges of $50 or more could win you and a friend a fabulous two-night stay, including breakfast, at the Embassy Suites in Center City. Get away from it all in the heart of it all. Spend the weekend in the midst of the city's cultural center. The Philadelphia Museum of Art is just up the Parkway, and the Franklin Institute, the Academy of Natural Sciences, and the Rodin Museum are all within walking distance. Or just relax in the Embassy Suites' luxurious surroundings. All night long, a $50 pledge could earn you a $50 gift certificate from Snocky's Restaurant. Not a bad return on your investment. Snocky's, located right across from the museum at 2nd and Washington, has been serving up its oysters and seafood since 1912. Make your pledge right now, and perhaps you'll be enjoying a meal at this historic Philadelphia landmark. Well, whether you're a seafood lover or strictly a meat and potatoes fan, there's something for you at the Chart House. Watch the ships go by as you dine on the Delaware. A pledge of $25 or more could win you brunch for two at this wonderful waterfront restaurant. A pledge of just $25 also puts you in the running to win breakfast for two at the Atrium Cafe at the Airport Doubletree. Watch the planes take off as you put on, a pound or two that is, as you order from the delicious breakfast menu at the Atrium Cafe. But why just sit back and watch other people jetting off to exotic destinations? Get on board yourself. All callers making a pledge to the Mummers Museum will be eligible to win 2 discount airfare tickets, courtesy of Continental Airlines. Don't be left out in the cold. Save up to $75 apiece on each of 2 round-trip plane tickets. The discounts are good on flights to Mexico, anywhere in Central or South America, Santo Domingo, or sunny San Juan, Puerto Rico. So go on, make that pledge. You'll be glad you did once that cold weather sets in and you're down basking in the sun. String band music is not just for New Year's Day. Make a pledge right now, and you can have the sounds of banjos strumming and saxophones blaring every day of the year. All callers this evening will be eligible to win either a cassette or LP of their favorite string band music. 15 lucky callers tonight will walk away with one of these prizes, courtesy of the Museum Gift Shop. And there's nothing like sitting down to that morning cup of Java and drinking it out of one of these beautiful opaque glass Mummers coffee mugs. The Museum Gift Shop has generously donated 15 of these mugs, and all callers throughout the evening will be in the running to take one home. Meet me at the Acme and bring along your $20 gift certificate. All callers making a pledge this evening will be eligible for a drawing for 1 gift certificate good for $20 at Acme Markets. Finally, take a walk down memory lane and learn about everything Philadelphian, from Mario Lanza to the Melrose Diner to, oh yes, the Mummers Parade. Author Joe Spraglia has donated 20 copies of his book, The Waffle Man, to be given out to 20 lucky callers this evening. No Philadelphian should be without this guide to Philly's proud traditions. Yo, what are you waiting for? Make that pledge, and maybe you'll win one of these great prizes.
Okay, here. How about an ovation, fans? We got some really special people tonight. He doesn't need an introduction, but last I checked, you're the mayor of Philadelphia, right? Ed Rendell. Used to be DA, right? Yeah, that's him. His Honor, Mayor Ed Rendell, folks. Your Honor, you've got something to auction off, I understand.
That's right. I want to add to our total. So, you know, the Birds won today, and they're 4-3.
Yes.
And they're headed for the playoffs, right? Headed for the playoffs. I'm going to auction off 2 tickets to the Dallas game at home. I think it's December 10th in the Mayor's Box. And that game could be a big game for us. Okay. So 2 tickets to the Dallas game, December 10th. I'll leave with the people here a number that how to hook up and get the tickets. So if you're a Bird fan, this is a good way to get to see the Dallas game. The Mayor's Box is a nice place to watch a game. We'll even feed you. We'll even feed you. We'll even feed you. And you can help out the Mummers, which is obviously why all of us are here. So it's 336-3050. So let's get those phones humming.
And we should point out, too, by the way, that anybody who makes any pledge of any amount is automatically included in that raffle. So make your pledge, whatever it might be, 5, 10, 25, 50, whatever it might be, and you might be the winner of as being a guest of the mayor against the Dallas Cowboys. What is the date of that again?
December 10th, Sunday, December 10th.
All right, so keep that date aside. You just might be going along. Mayor, I understand you actually officiated a very important ceremony just yesterday at this very spot.
That's right. I don't know how many of our viewers have not come down here to the Mummers Museum. It's a great museum, and you should be down here. The room we're in is a fabulous room, and I married a young couple on the stage yesterday around 5 o'clock. They had the reception, the sit-down dinner back there. It was a lot of fun and a lot of colorful things down here. And I want everyone to know, I made this announcement in January, but some people have forgot. This year, we're back on Broad Street.
Yeah.
That's the most popular announcement you could have made tonight.
Last year, when we did the parade, you remember, people were just talking, can I say, grousing a little bit about Market Street. We knew it was only temporary, but the mayor makes it official. We're going back to Broad Street. Yeah. Okay. And Your Honor, I have to say, in this town, everybody loves the birds. You know, through thick and thin, we stick by them, and this would be a great thing. Give money to the museum by auctioning off these tickets to the mayor's box. It's 215-336-3050. By himself, the mayor of Philadelphia, Ed Rendell. He brought him down. I just want to say, how about a big thank you for you folks, huh? For the mayor.
Good to see you, Mayor. Thank you very
Your Honor,
much.
thanks a lot, okay? Thank you.
Mayor Ed Rendell, our guest tonight, and that's a big item.
That is.
Tickets to the Dallas Cowboys, and you know that the Eagles are just rounding into form right now. They're flying up and they're doing great, and they just might knock off America's team on December 10th. You could be there to see it. You might be the winner in that raffle that the mayor is offering for tickets to that game. Make that pledge, 336-3050, and we'll put your name in the raffle, and it could happen for you.
That's right. If the Redskins can beat the Dallas Cowboys, we can do it easily, you know? Right. I think it's about time that we stop calling somebody America's team, and where America started is right here. We're America's team.
All right.
Okay?
Prove it.
So once again, 215-336-3050. Your chance to call. Again, it's very easy. You can call in here and support the Mummers Museum. But we got to get your phone calls because the clock is ticking. Look at 2 more hours.
We're halfway through.
Yeah.
We know those numbers are higher than that.
Yeah.
Don't forget, too, now that the Greater Kensington String Band is here, Larry Cosgrove has offered that he will go out and do the Mummers Strut to their music as soon as
You're
that
warned.
surfboard goes over $3,000. And we've had pledges coming in from Doris McMullen of Philadelphia, also the Spiropoulos family. They're from the Froggy Car Comic Brigade, and also Mario Natoli of Philadelphia. They've made pledges. You have a few of your own?
I've got some, too. The Hegarty String Band donated $50. Thanks, guys. Antoinette Porazza donated $10. Thank you, Antoinette. Mark Ray, veterinarian from Sicklersville, New Jersey, donated $100. Thank you, Mark. Hey. Kathleen Steele donated $20. Mike Simon from Mount Ephraim, New Jersey, $20. Richard West from McClellan Street, $10. Thank you, Richard. Pat Lee After, in memory of Joseph After, donated $50. And the Riverfront Mummers out in O Street, they had $100 they just put into the kitty. So we're doing real good here tonight. Again, this is going to be inching upward, but at 8 o'clock, we need to get those phones humming. 215-336-3050. It's your chance to make the Mummers Museum work. We're doing it every year. Been going strong for 19, going on 20. Let's make it forever.
All right, the Greater Kensington String Band is here.
Yeah.
They're going to be playing for you in just a moment. But first of all, we're going to take a quick break and be back with the final 2 hours of our telethon. Stay with us.
guess where we are now? We're down at the phone bank. I said I was going to do it. I'm going to keep my word. The number's on the screen right now. 336-3050. You know who this guy is?
Frank Rizzo
This
Jr.
is Frank Rizzo Jr. right here. The man is a man of his word. He just put it down in pencil for $100. He's in.
I'll put it in ink.
We got to go to the number again. Is that what I'm getting? 336-3050?
336-3050.
Oh, the microphone. That's what they're saying. I should hold the microphone
Closer to you.
I'm plugged in here, too. Anyway.
And you're a media guy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm a radio guy.
That's
so
okay.
It doesn't matter.
Don't you use microphones in radio?
A little bit, but they're always like this, and they're on big things and stuff. Mr. Rizzo has told me that he will, for the next 30 minutes, match anybody that calls in with the pledge.
To me.
To you?
To me.
Just on your phone?
Just on my phone.
So
they must speak with me, and I will match any pledge that comes in.
Okay, now, I understand that you're probably on like the 5th phone. You're really going to make this tough on me, aren't you? So I have to get all 5 phones going in order for the matching to kick in. All right, here we go. 336-3050, 336-3050. That's the number to call. We get that one's happening there. Very good. Still, Frank's phone is not ringing yet. We got to get this phone ringing. Rizzathon going on. This is Frank Rizzo Jr. right here. He's a candidate for city council at large. And Frank has said that everybody that pledges for the next 30 minutes and speaks to Frank directly, he will double their pledge. Now, I have an alarm clock right here in my pager, and I set it for 8:35. When this beeps, the Rizzathon is over. He'll stop doubling your pledge. Within the next 30 minutes, Frank Rizzo Jr. will double your pledge, provided you speak to him. Now, my goal is to have all of these phones busy for a while, and the only way to make that happen is for you to pick up the phone right now and dial 336-3050. That's 336-3050. You make that happen right now. You're going to see your phone call come in live on television. 215-336-3050. Frank is going to be free, so if you call in now, you ask to talk to Frank, Frank will double your pledge. It's Rizzo me. Hey, there's Frank's phone again. I'm going to mark this one. Give me it right here.
All right, who is it?
Maybe I could be really mean and make him double his own pledge.
Okay, spell your
No, I
last
shouldn't do that. It'd get him upset. 336-3050, that's the number to call. Make the phones ring. See, I should have done this earlier. The people down here haven't worked all night because you've been sitting back and watching entertainment that we've been presenting all night. Now, if you can make the phones ring while we do something nice, I won't bother you anymore, but you got to keep the phones ringing. If you don't, I'm going to come back here and annoy you until you make the phones ring. Now we're going to go to a little something from Jill Chernikoff and Rich Noonan. They're the news anchors at the Fox 10 o'clock news on Channel 29. Jill?
Hello, everyone. I'm Jill Chernikoff of the Fox 10 o'clock news.
And I'm Rich Noonan. We join you tonight to urge your support for the Mummers Museum.
Rich and I grew up watching Mummers parades. Both of us have enjoyed the Mummers Museum and the fine people who keep the tradition of mummery alive and well in Philadelphia.
The Mummers Museum is one of those things that is unique to our city. It's a great place to take out-of-towners who ask that tough question, what is a mummer?
That question and many others are answered at the museum every day. With your help, the Mummers Museum will remain open and as a vibrant and important part of our cultural center in this city.
So pick up the phone and call in your pledge. The Mummers Museum could not remain open without your help.
Now, you can bet your dollars will be used wisely for an organization that helps to make Philadelphia the great place that it is.
Thank you for your support. We'll see you on the 10 o'clock news and hopefully at the Mummers Museum soon.
And our thanks to the 10 o'clock news team for their support at 215-336-3050. Ed Cunningham here. We're now over halfway done in our 1995 Mummers Telethon. We're here till 10 o'clock, and we've got a lot of work to do. But to see how far we yet have to go and how much we've made, let's check with the tote board. Maestro, if you please, how much do we have? There you go. Look at that. $3,199 to this very moment. And that is great news for the Mummers Museum. Still a lot of work to do, and it's great news for another reason. If you were with us a little bit earlier on, my esteemed co-host, Larry Cosgrove of Channel 17, promised that if that tote board went up to over $3,000, he would finally put on his golden slippers and do a Mummers strut for you tonight. It's something we've all been waiting for. There's a great sense of anticipation coursing throughout the Mummers Museum right now, knowing that the moment is almost upon us when Larry Cosgrove will get out on the floor and do a Mummers strut. It's something we've all been waiting for. The crowd is cheering. The people are looking forward to it. You can see it happen. It'll only take you a minute to get that total up higher with your pledge at 215-336-3050. And we're going to have that music in just a few moments because I'm going to give Larry the opportunity to introduce the Greater Kensington String Band, who will be playing some music for you. But before that happens, get to the phone quickly. Let's see if we can get that total up to close to $10,000 by the time we sign off the air tonight with your help. 215-336, I can scarcely say it, 3050. Get that pledge in right now. And here he is, that dancing fool himself, Larry Cosgrove.
Look at me, I'm a dancing fool. Famous song, I remember. Okay. Once again, 215-336-3050. I have to introduce behind me, we've got some great music tonight. And here is, without further ado, what I'm going to do is ask the audience to join with me because I want to hide my insecurity about dancing, the Greater Kensington String Band. So let's give a hand and let's do a dance, okay? said, shame on you, I've been strutting all day. Who are you just to cut out after only one dance? Well, I'm telling you, it's an enjoyable experience, and that's why we have the Mummers Museum, because we want to preserve mummerhood, okay? It's 215-336-3050. You know, you don't have to be a great dancer to enjoy the Mummers music. You can just be simply someone who likes music or likes to just do a dance by themselves. 215-336-3050. But again, it's the memory that's important. We have to stress it, is that this preserves a boatload of memories we have here every year, not just on New Year's Day, but also all during the year, like we saw today. Great weather, great fun, and great friends.
You bet. And Larry was reluctant to do some dancing tonight, and now we know why. But he was wonderful. We had some wonderful friends out here. They all had a great time, all to the great music of the Greater Kensington String Band. And we were very happy to have them here. Yes, you can start the applause. The Greater Kensington String Band is here. Let's hear it for them. They've done a wonderful job. Hope they'll stick around a little bit longer and get those totals up. $3,199. Now that's when we checked about 5 or 6 minutes ago, so we know the numbers are going up even more at 215-336-3050. Come on, do it for the Mummers, do it for the Mummers Museum. Larry makes a good point, I think, because obviously the Mummers Parade is a tradition that we enjoy one day a year on January 1st, and it makes January 1st wonderful. But this place that we are standing in now is here for you all throughout the year, and that'll be the case for many years to come. If you care enough to get those totals behind us even higher, somewhere over $3,200 right now. Who knows what Larry will do when we get to $4,000? I don't know what kind of promise he's going to make, but I'm sure it's going to be very provocative. Stay tuned and watch for that. As soon as we get to $4,000, 336-3050, do it for the Mummers.
Exactly. You know, just think of your friends that are in the Mummers bands that do it every year, the comic division. I mean, it's the laughs, too. It's not just the music. The music's so important to us, but so is the humor. Because you can be the most sullen person on New Year's Day and saying, oh, it's a great winter's day, it's not a lousy year, but somebody out there is going to make you laugh, make you crack a smile, make you dance, and make you enjoy life. And that is what the Mummers is all about. And your only chance to preserve the memory of year after year is to give us some money here. We're not asking for much. 215-336-3050. You've seen the many wonderful people who have come here tonight to assist us, to play the music, and have a wonderful time. But we're depending on you to call 336-3050. Now we're going to go upstairs to Jody and John and see what's cooking up there.
Hi, well, it's Jody and Thera, and we're here in the Broad Street room of the Mummers Museum, and we have some special guests with us. We have the Slipper Band, and Satin Slippers. Make sure I get that correct. And I'm sitting here with the president with his arm around me,
Right.
Dennis Olson, and Dennis has brought us a very special gift here. And tell us, what do you have in store for us this year?
Well, it's really a big secret, you know. We're working hard all summer, getting in training.
Any special hints?
No, not really. We don't want to give nothing away this year.
But you've been practicing for a while already.
Oh, yeah, we've been practicing.
Well, we look forward to seeing it in a couple months. And Thera, who do you have with you?
I've got Jack with me also from the same organization. I understand that you have been strutting your stuff with the Mummers for, what, 7 years now?
7 years, yes, that's correct.
What made you get involved?
I worked with a friend who was in the club, and he said, hey, how about coming down? That was it. That's all it took.
And you were hooked.
Once I got in, I was hooked.
All right. It's a fabulous tradition in Philadelphia, the Philadelphia Mummers. It seems like to me, someone who is maybe a little bit inexperienced with the Mummers, but all of the groups are just fantastic, and I look at them as one big, happy family. We're here to raise money for the Mummers tonight, folks, and we want you to give us a call at 336-3050, 336-3050. Please do that right now.
And we have some people in my hand that already gave us some money, and we want to thank them and read their names. I have Dennis Peel.
We've got Jim Foster, who made a contribution as well, and we really want to thank you, Jim, for doing that. Edward McMullen, we thank you for making a contribution as well.
And Jack Leonard and Alice Braninsky. I want to thank you both. Thank you.
Frank Quinn Flowers from South 3rd Street. We appreciate the contribution that you made to the Mummers Museum this evening. And Jerry LaRosa, who is the son of the first captain of the Durning Mummers Steppers, and we're glad that you were able to make a contribution for this worthwhile effort tonight as well.
And just one more from the Shooting Stars, Bill McEnertree. I just want to thank you for your contribution. And we have someone else who's stepping right next to you, Thera.
All righty, another Good Timers mummer is with us. Good evening.
Good evening. I'm Assistant Director at the Good Timers New Year's Association, and I want to make a presentation.
Fantastic.
And all I can say is everybody come out and help the museum, because this is one beautiful thing.
Absolutely, we agree with you, and we thank you for the contribution that you've made this evening.
And guess what? I thank you for the job you're doing. And guess what, people? Get on the phone and make the call, because we need it. Thank you.
Again, that number's on the screen, but it's 336-3050. Please, if not, come down, stop by, come up and join us, get on camera, make your contribution, or pick up the telephone. It's 336-3050. I feel like we're in Mummers New Year's Day right now, standing in this room.
I'm ready to start strutting, Jody.
I'm getting excited.
That's because my arms around you.
I want to thank you very much, the president of the Satin Slipper, for coming down.
Do we want to give this to you?
Yes, sure.
Sure.
He's got cash money in his hand. I got cash.
What I want to do, this is from all the members and officers of Satin Slipper, and in memory of our captain's deceased father, who died not too long ago, Jack Bielik. And this is in memory of him and everybody else that passed away in Satin Slipper. And everybody, please chip in and help this place out, because it's our place. Nobody else is ours. O-U-R-S.
Thank you very much, and I think we're going to go right now. I just want to thank you again. I'll make sure, even though this is cash, it gets to the right person downstairs. Okay. Thank you for your contribution and coming up here and joining us. Again, one more time, we can't stress the number enough. It's 336-3050.
And there are some wonderful premium packages that are available during this Mummers Telethon, and this might be your special chance to get involved and to put that money where we want it to go, right into the Mummers Museum. So dial us at 336-3050 and check out these special premium packages.
If you've ever been to the Mummers Museum and seen the wonderful exhibits they have on display down here, that's probably all the reason you need to pledge your support to this terrific institution. But just in case you're still on the fence, here are several more great reasons to give. This hour only, a $50 pledge will make you eligible to win 2 free tickets to the Arden Theater during its 1995-96 season. Watch first-rate theater in the Arden's brand new home in Old City. Don't let the curtain rise without you. Call in right now with your $50 pledge or more, and you could find yourself with 2 of the best seats in the house. All night long, a $50 pledge could earn you a $50 gift certificate from Snocky's Restaurant. Not a bad return on your investment. Snocky's, located right across from the museum at 2nd and Washington, has been serving up its oysters and seafood since 1912. Make your pledge right now, and perhaps you'll be enjoying a meal at this historic Philadelphia landmark. Well, whether you're a seafood lover or strictly a meat and potatoes fan, there's something for you at the Chart House. Watch the ships go by as you dine on the Delaware. A pledge of $25 or more could win you brunch for 2 at this wonderful waterfront restaurant. A pledge of just $25 also puts you in the running to win breakfast for 2 at the Atrium Cafe at the Airport Doubletree. Watch the planes take off as you put on, a pound or 2 that is, as you order from the delicious breakfast menu at the Atrium Cafe. But why just sit back and watch other people jetting off to exotic destinations? Get on board yourself. All callers making a pledge to the Mummers Museum will be eligible to win 2 discount airfare tickets, courtesy of Continental Airlines. Don't be left out in the cold. Save up to $75 apiece on each of 2 round-trip plane tickets. The discounts are good on flights to Mexico, anywhere in Central or South America, Santo Domingo, or sunny San Juan, Puerto Rico. So go on, make that pledge. You'll be glad you did once that cold weather sets in and you're down basking in the sun. String band music is not just for New Year's Day. Make a pledge right now, and you can have the sounds of banjo strumming and saxophones blaring every day of the year. All callers this evening will be eligible to win either a cassette or LP of their favorite string band music. 15 lucky callers tonight will walk away with one of these prizes, courtesy of the museum gift shop. And there's nothing like sitting down to that morning cup of Java and drinking it out of one of these beautiful opaque glass Mummers coffee mugs. The museum gift shop has generously donated 15 of these mugs, and all callers throughout the evening will be in the running to take one home. Meet me at the Acme and bring along your $20 gift certificate. All callers making a pledge this evening will be eligible for a drawing for 1 gift certificate good for $20 at Acme Markets. Finally, take a walk down memory lane and learn about everything Philadelphian. From Mario Lanza to the Melrose Diner to, oh yes, the Mummers Parade. Author Joe Spraglia has donated 20 copies of his book, The Waffle Man, to be given out to 20 lucky callers this evening. No Philadelphian should be without this guide to Philly's proud traditions. Yo, what are you waiting for? Make that pledge, and maybe you'll win one of these great prizes.
Oh, look, we're back. I'm just sitting here with nothing to do. You know why? The phone's not ringing. There's one, thank you. 336-3050. We're here to do it for the Mummers. We're live at the Mummers Museum. We're waiting for you to make your call. We still have the Rizzo Challenge going on. He said that he'd match any pledge that you made for half an hour. The beeper hasn't gone off yet. Now, Frank has left the room, but I have authority to authorize doubling pledges as they come in through Frank's friend, Frank DeChico. So if you talk to Frank DeChico, we'll get your numbers doubled too. But you got to call. 336-3050. The phone number's over there on the wall because I can't remember it. That's why I have to keep saying it to you, and that's why they put it at the bottom of the screen here. Now, I'm going to interview possibly one of the most important figures in the city of Philadelphia. This is Andrew Rocks. And Andrew, whose hand is this on your shoulder? Is that anybody you know? Your dad. And what's your dad doing these days? Does he have a job?
Yes.
He does have a job. Well, that's very good, but he'd like another job. This is Joe Rocks. He's campaigning for mayor of the city of Philadelphia, and Joe is here tonight to lend his support to the Mummers Museum. Joe, I understand that you have something for me.
You want that first and foremost?
Oh,
As we came
we take care of business right up front. There's no dilly-dallying about it. He's reaching deep into his pocket.
The Rocks for Mayor family. And
okay.
We do this as a family with our great belief in the museum and what you're doing tonight. Here is we're contributing members with this, and I'd like to present that to you.
We're very, very pleased to accept that. Now, you and your dad are going to climb up there on the phones and take some phone calls for us, because I'm going to make those phones go nuts. And you guys are going to be busier than paper hangers in a windstorm. Did I make up a new song for that? Oh, look at this. This is great. Pete now has the phone number plastered on his belly. Would you, Joe, please give us the phone number one time? Right
sure,
there.
336-3050, 336-3050. And please call. Help us out.
You want to try it, Andrew? It could be your big break. You told me you met Mark Howard from Action News. This is how he got his start. This is a big challenge for a third grader, isn't it?
Okay.
Go ahead. Let's see. Go ahead. Read in the phone.
336-3050.
Okay, this is the mayoral candidate son challenge. You guys climb up there on the phones. You're going to make the phones ring. 336-3050, 336-3050. I'm going to get some help now because I'm getting out of breath. I'm going to throw it to a very, very dear friend of mine who works at Channel 3. She's got to work tomorrow morning. I don't. I've got the day off. This is Pat Shiraki from KYW3.
Hello, I'm Pat Shiraki. As KYW's morning anchor, I know what it's like to get up with the birds. That's my job, and I love it. Every New Year's Day, the Mummers are up well before dawn, too, lining up with their club members to strut their stuff up Broad Street. It's not their job, but they love it just the same, and that's dedication. Another group of dedicated folks is the staff at the Mummers Museum. Day in and day out, they're at 2nd and Washington, keeping the tradition of the Mummers alive for future generations of Philadelphians. But they need your help. Please do your part to keep this wonderful institution going in South Philadelphia. Call in your pledge. Here's the number, 336-3050. Or come down in person and see this wonderful museum for yourself. They say thank you, and I do too.
Thank you, Pat Shiraki. Wonderful lady. I'll tell you what, the number, like she said, 215-336-3050. And we have for you a new total. Drum roll, please. There we go, $4,430. It moves onward and upward. Hey, you know what? We have more festivities here, so let's turn over to Ed Cunningham to find what's up in way of entertainment for us.
Oh, all right. Thank you very much. That's great. We're up to 44:30, but we only have 90 minutes more to go before this telethon is over. We want you involved directly with your pledge at 215-336-3050. 5, 10, 20, 50, $100. Join folks like Liz Noonan of Philadelphia, who's made a $20 pledge. Also Barb Bowen of Philadelphia, who's made a $50 pledge. And we had a very generous $100 pledge from Francis Roberts of Philadelphia. Thank you for your help, for your pledges at 215-336-3050. Come on, let's get those pledges in. We've only got 90 minutes left, and I want to see if we can get to $10,000 for the Mummers Museum. Joining us right now is one of the great string bands in the mall, one of the great pedigrees of the Philadelphia Mummers, the Greater Kensington String Band. They're standing by, ready to go with one of their signature numbers, the Robert E. Lee. Gentlemen.
Okay.
He's on over there. Actually, that's a problem.
A big thank you to the Greater Kensington String Band for another wonderful performance. Standing ovation, please. Hey, come on. Great job, guys. As always.
Literally ones I've followed around since I was 10 years
So
old.
you know what?
That's how I
The money is coming in fast and furious here. We'll remind you to call 215-336-3050 to help the Mummers Museum. Where again, we're at 2nd and Washington. You can come on down here. We have a huge crowd here. You folks are wonderful. You're out there dancing and your support, it's really doing it for us. But again, 215-336-3050. And the new total, drum roll, please. It's going up. It's going up. Let's go. $5,155. Onward and upward. Now we're going to go up to John in the winner's circle.
Stand by, John.
John in the winner's circle.
Standing by. Did I just see that right? $5,000? Thank you very much, Pete. You've lost your phone number from your shirt. I'm very upset. It's at the bottom. I'm look over here to see it. It's 336-3050. Thank you very much. The phone is ringing. Look, the crew is putting the sign back on Pete's belly. This is fabulous. You're making it happen, people. You're coming through for us in a big way. I've been upgraded to the winner's circle because of you, and I want to thank you all very, very much because you are making this happen tonight. 336-3050. That's the phone number that you're calling. These are the people that you're talking to right behind me. Take a look back there. We got some all-star players up there. Oh, there's my beeper going off. That officially ends the Frank Rizzo Challenge. Now we begin the Frank DeChico Challenge. Frank said for everybody he talks to for the next 30 minutes, he's going to double your pledges. So right now, the pledge that he's taking, he's going to double that pledge for the next 30 minutes. It's the Frank DeChico Challenge. We have a DeChico-a-thon going on within the Mum-a-thon. This is fabulous. This is people coming together. This is the community coming together. 336-3050. I would like to see every operator up there busy. I really would. You can make it happen. All you have to do is pick up the phone. The number's on the screen. I'm going to annoy you until you call. 336-3050. While you look at the operators, we're going to get somebody in here that we'd like to talk to. And this is Amanda Cooperman. Hello. Amanda, you are a candidate for Common Pleas Court Judge.
Yes, I am.
So if I'm really, really nice to you,
Yes.
and if I ever get a little trouble going on with certain people that have little things that they write, you'd help me out?
Oh, I can't promise that.
See, she's gonna be a good judge. Look at her. She has money in her hand.
I sure do.
You know, it's so unusual for women to be giving me money outside of the allowance that my wife gives me every week. I don't care. Amanda, do you have any idea who I am?
I know that you're very big in the Mummers Association.
Oh, yes. I'm very big everywhere lately, ever since I quit smoking.
And I was watching you earlier doing a fabulous job.
Yes?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to tell anybody who I really am. It'll be a secret, okay? You give the phone number once.
It's 336-3050.
You'd look fabulous in one of those judge things.
Well, thank you. I hope to be wearing a robe. I hope everyone will vote for me.
Did you hear the rumor about Mayor Rendell?
No, I didn't.
Strictly rumor. I have it on good authority that Mayor Rendell is sleeping with a federal judge. You didn't know that?
No, I didn't.
Midge is a judge.
I know she is.
Yeah, well, you weren't playing along. You have money for me.
Yes, I'd like to give you this check for the Mummers Museum on behalf of Mr. Ralph Tersey, who's no longer with us, but was once known as the godfather of the Mummers.
Really?
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Appreciate that.
Here with his son, Dan Tersey, right now.
How are you?
This is your dad?
That was my dad, yeah.
So you would be Daniel Tersey
I'm
Jr.?
Dan. No, he was Ralph Tersey. I'm Dan Tersey.
Oh, so this is your
Okay.
check in his behalf.
Right.
Very good. Now, you want to...
And on the way down, I happened to run and buy Cookie's Tavern.
You did?
Jim Dunleavy,
Yeah?
the former captain of South Philadelphia String Band, sending over a donation.
Very good. So you robbed a bar on the way
You
over.
got it. You got it. Okay.
Whatever it takes. 330-3050. That's the number to call. We got people
And you know
having...
what?
Yes,
I'd like to go work the phones now for a few minutes, and I hope all my friends will call in. We could really use their help.
Dan, could you help her get up there? Because it's a chore getting
Thank
over
you
the
very
railing.
much. Thanks for having me.
Very, very glad to have you.
Good night.
Very
Can I
much.
go this way?
We're getting there. 336-3050. Do all the phones are ringing? Look, Joe Rocks is standing over. He's sitting over there with nothing to. Look at Joe Rocks. He's waiting for the phone to ring. 336-3050. That's the number to call. Look, I'm going to put the light on Joe. Joe's sitting there. He's bored silly. And we're going to get Amanda Cooperman on the phone too. She's going to help us out. 336-3050. It's the number to call. There you go. You're making it happen again. We thank you very much. We're over $5,000. That is fantastic. There's more to come. We've got a lot more entertainment for you. In fact, I may be throwing Dave a curveball, but I don't think I am. We're going to go to the archive tape and see Mummers from yesteryear one more time while you make that call. 336-3050. Make your pledge now. Come on. You're helping us out. You're doing a great job. Keep up the great work. Let's go to the videotape. Isn't that a TV?
Well, you've already seen some of what the museum has to offer, but here's something that not everyone gets to see. Tucked away up on the third floor of the museum is the Mummers Museum Archives Library. And just what's up here? Shelf after shelf of videos from New Year's parades gone by. There's also reels of 16 and 8mm films of past parades, even some kinescopes back from the early days of television. Now, this room is generally off limits to the public for a couple of reasons. First, it's really not big enough to accommodate large groups of people. But perhaps more importantly, some of the items up here are just too delicate to be handled. Now, in addition to the film and video, there are stacks of printed materials as well. Volumes of magazines and program books dating all the way back to the 1930s. There's also articles and newspaper clippings donated by collectors going back to the 1920s, and lots of other Mummers memorabilia as well. Now, the use of this room is mostly reserved for museum members, as well as scholars doing research on Mummers history. But we wanted you folks to get a closer look, too. In fact, some of the money the museum hopes to raise here tonight could go toward the preservation of these archives. Now, the library walls are also lined with photos of New Year's clubs that date back to the 20s and even earlier. Let's take a look. Here's the 1922 edition of the Aqua String Band. From 1928, Here's the Stubing String Band. The Klein Club Fancies was strutting its stuff way back in 1915. In 1930, the Trixie String Band's theme was the Buccaneers. The Aqua String Band had stars in their eyes back in 1924. Now, before sequins and feathers made their mark, embroidery work adorned most mummers' costumes, as we see on this gentleman from the Gallagher Fancy Association back in 1935. Here's the original Kensington String Band from 1929. And again from 1927. And from that same year, the Joseph Furco String Band, still a powerhouse band today. Quaker City was looking sharp in this picture from 1924. And if you can identify this picture, believed to have been taken back in the 1920s, we'd love to hear from you.
Hi, we're back and we're looking at these interesting costumes here. I love glitter. Isn't it sequins, glitter?
I think I've died and gone to heaven.
These are beautiful. These are really interesting.
This is a special part of the Mummers Museum, and Jody's been up here most of the evening while the telethon has been going on, and I'm glad that Dave Rumsey and Dave Schwartz allowed me to come up here and hang out with you for a little while.
I'm glad you did too. This room is a recreation of New Year's Day, and it's really interesting all around us. We have sequins and glitter and lots of color, so it's really pretty.
Yeah.
So please, if you can, come join us. Come up here or call. I hear we're doing fabulous, but we want to break last year's record, and you can do that by just calling 336-3050.
Yeah, we always want to do better, absolutely. And we've been doing pretty good, as Jody just said, but good is not enough. We want excellent. We don't want good, we want excellent. And we're challenging you again. I put a challenge out there a little bit earlier to people who work at Greater Media Cable, people who work at Comcast, and people who work at Wade Cablevision. If you're watching Channel 66 right now and you can appreciate the kind of work that we are doing as people who are part of the cable industry, support this effort that we have going forth and give us a call. We want to see which cable company of the employees sort of drums up the most money from the employees. We're not talking about going to management and say, okay, management, we want you to write a check for $1,000 on our behalf. We're just talking about employees on their own. $1 here, $2 there, $5 here, $10 there.
Everything helps. Everything makes a difference. It really does.
And speaking of making a difference, there are some wonderful people, a whole lot of them, in fact, who have already made a pledge tonight, and we want to thank them. You've got some names there?
Well, I have actually a very special pledge. Earlier, Mayor Randell was on, and he said that he had a challenge. Anyone wanted to bid for his Eagles tickets special box seats. Someone here did. Dan McBride, he's a museum volunteer, and he bids $150 to sit at the Eagles game in a box seat. So challenge that bid. Good for you.
I'll tell you, I've had an opportunity to sit in the mayor's box for special events before, and it's just fabulous. You want to talk about VIP treatment? achievement. So Dan McBride, you are all that, and you're going to enjoy yourself when you go to that particular Eagles game. We want to thank Michael Barashek from South Phillip Street for making a pledge. We really appreciate your support of the Mummers Telethon tonight.
We also want to thank the Yeagle family on Gladstone Street and Diana and Butch D'Ambrosi from Dorfer Street. Thank you both for your pledges.
Louisa's Variety at 2nd and Moore, they made a pledge tonight, a very substantial pledge, and every single dollar helps. We want to thank Louisa's Variety for doing just that. And Dom Lazario of Sheridan Street, you are wonderful too for thinking of the Mummers Museum and putting your money where your mouth is, so to speak. And that's what we want the rest of Philadelphia to do. This telethon is being seen on all 3 local cable companies, Channel 66. Pick up your telephone right now. If you've already made a pledge, I'd like you to do something else. I want you to call your neighbor, a friend, a relative, even call somebody that you don't like. I don't care. But call
Just get them to pledge.
And tell them to make a pledge by calling 336-3050, 336-3050. We've got some very special people staffing the telephones in the winner's circle downstairs, and we know that we want to keep them busy. We don't want them to feel like they've wasted their time. Please call 336-3050.
I just called my parents and told them to pledge. I was a little girl. I always went to the Mummers Parade. It was like a family tradition, and I think everybody should. And we want that tradition to be kept alive here in Philadelphia. So please call and make a difference. 336-3050.
All righty, now we're going to do something real important. We've got to go to that all-special tote board.
Check our numbers.
Okay.
And again, we're doing great, but we have to do better and beat last year's record.
All right, Ed, take it away.
All right, thank you, ladies, very much. You see that tote board? Pay no attention to it. Those numbers are low. We're still working on the numbers to see exactly where we are, but I can tell you we've got a lot more than that because Larry's got some names, I've got some names, so many that I put my reading glasses on to get to them. The joys of middle age. Here are some more names to read to you who have made pledges. Frank DeChico of Philadelphia has joined us. Bob and Liz Hirschman, also of Philadelphia. George Spurka, he's from the 2 Street String Band. Thank you, George. Christopher Fry of Philadelphia has also joined us as a member of the Mummers Museum. You take a look at that clock up there. We've got a little over an hour and 10 minutes left to see if we can get to $10,000, and we're getting closer all the time. John Canizaro of Philadelphia has joined us, as well as John Smith of Philadelphia. Mike D'Imperio of Philadelphia, he's joined us as a member, and his pledge was doubled by Frank Rizzo Jr., as has the pledge of Claire Snock of Philadelphia. We've also heard from Patty Ormondo of Philadelphia. We've heard from, I can't quite catch that name, but it was a pledge in memory of Frank L. Rizzo Sr., Arlene Rubino, that may be. I'm sorry if I have that name wrong, but we thank you for that pledge. Also, June Sklenska of Philadelphia, PA. We've got so many of them here. Ed D'Onofrio of Philadelphia. And finally, Thomas and Marge Kenny of Philadelphia, PA. Say hi to Palma. Hi, Palma. Nice to have you with us. Keep calling. 215-336-3050 is the number to call. We will have updated numbers on that in just a couple of minutes. But before we do, it's time for more music. And here to introduce the music is the ever-musical Larry Cosgrove. Larry.
Ever-musical, he says. Well, I'll tell you what. One thing you can count on the Mummers is that you get the best music around. Year after year, day after day, place after place. And before I get to our next act here, which is the best here, you hear the drums. You're on drums. Okay. Peter A. Brumall. Improvising there, Ed. We're back on.
We're on.
215-336-3050. Many special things are going to happen tonight. We need you to make it happen. That is to call that number, 215-336-3050. We have the wonderful Peter A. Brumile String Band.
Yes.
Guys,
Yes.
let's give a hand, huh? Always terrific music. If you like saxophone, you like strings, they've got it all. But again, you want to hear them again, you got to call 215-336-3050. We're going to have some fun tonight. We're having some fun now. We want to keep the fun going for all time in Philadelphia, and that's what the Mummers Museum is all about. Ed, we got some more information maybe, huh?
You know, I haven't. Nobody has said anything, but I don't know. Are we on? Or can we be heard? Are we okay? I just want to check. Now I think we're on. Now, no one has said anything to me, but whenever this board goes blank, that generally means they're about to go to a higher figure. Maestro, is that correct back there? It is. We're up to $5,741. There you go.
So, hey,
come on, let's see if
we're making progress here, friends. We need your help. 215-336-3050. The Mummers Museum needs you tonight. And this isn't just Philadelphia either. It's the suburbs. It's all areas of the Delaware Valley, because we know you come from Jersey, you come from Delaware, even some cases in northeastern Maryland, as well as southeast PA. We need you tonight. 215-336-3050. You see the dancing, you hear the music. You're going to get some more, but we need to have those phones ringing.
Now, here's the deal. We're on for another hour and 6 minutes and 15 seconds. We're off the air at 10 o'clock tonight. Do you think that we can make about $4,250 in that time? That's a lot of money to make in a little over an hour, but we can do it. And if we do, we're going to make it to $10,000 on the evening. So come on, get busy. We've got a little over 1 hour to make over $4,000 to make it an even $10,000 for the Mummers Museum. You see the number on your screen, 215-336-3050. That is the number. We're now down to the final hour. Can you do it for us? We've got special music coming up, special guests, lots of fun. I'm going to get my way over here to make way for things, so talk among yourselves for a moment. I'm headed right over here. Let's see if we can get another $4,000 plus between now and 10 o'clock. 215-336-3050. The Mummers Museum depends directly on you. They may take away Breyer's ice cream. They may take away Whitman's chocolates. They may take away the Navy Yard, but they're not going to take away the Mummers Museum, because we're going to support it ourselves. That means you at 336-3050. Let's go back to Larry and a special guest.
We have a very special guest with me. Applause, friends. Republican candidate for mayor, Mr. Joe Rocks. Let's hear it. Here he is. Now, unbeknownst to you, this guy has a repertoire, not including just politics, but also, I understand, singing, right?
Larry, the curse of the Irish. We the singer think we can, and I am honored by mummers all over Philadelphia that when we get together, we usually sing an Irish song. And I don't know if Brumall's ready or not, but they're going to take a break. When they come back, we'll... and then I'm going to challenge the Irish of Philadelphia to ring up those phones, get those pledges in here, because I'll sing the Irish song when the mummers come back on.
That's good. Me being an Irish American, and Ed is too, you know, we want that song to be sung, so we want your donations, 336-3050. The Brumall Spring Band will come back, and we're going to have some fun a little bit later on. But once again, we got to get this thing going. 215-336-3050. Going to hear some music. You know, Joe Rocks is going to sing. Think about how special it's going to be. Your entire political career will be on the line here because people want to say they want you to sing.
On behalf of the Mummers Museum, we're just going to lay it all out.
A cappella, huh?
I'll sing for Philip right now.
We want to do it a cappella? Irish Eyes is fine?
We'll wait on
we don't wait? Okay, we'll wait. Okay.
You got to call it in pledge, though.
Okay. Again, 336-3050. We need to hear those pledges and get those phones humming here because it's so critical that we're going to get some money from the Mummers Museum. You know, this just keeps it going year after year, the tradition, the fun, the friendliness, the music, and the dancing. It all rolls into one New Year's Day, but it goes on all year long and sometimes all over the country too. So Joe Rocks is here. He wants your call, and so does Ed Cunningham. Ed, what do you got to say?
Well, I can only say the number, I guess, is about the only thing I can say, and that's 215-336-3050. We thank Mr. Rocks for joining us tonight. We've had a lot of support from around the community, and I'm telling you, I'm sure we're going to make it to $10,000, but we've only got an hour to do it with your pledge at 215-336-3050. The Mummers are a great Philadelphia institution. So is another one, a little younger, but it's great nonetheless, the Philly Pops Orchestra. And let's hear right now from the head of the Philly Pops Orchestra, Mr. Peter Nero.
Go. Hi, I'm Peter Nero, conductor of the Philly Pops and a resident of the Philadelphia area. And I'd like to say a few words about another musical tradition in Philadelphia, the Mummers. Now, the Mummers have been producing their unique blend of music and entertainment for a long, long time, and they're a real asset to the city. And I hope you will take some time right now to support the Mummers Museum. It's important that we continue to support the museum so that we have a place to house the memorabilia from all the past Mummers parades, and so that we can keep a record of their rich tradition for future generations of Philadelphians, and also visitors to the city. I thank you very much.
Hi, I'm up here with a very special costume and a very special bunch of people. This is the Fancy Brigade Avenuers, and Bobby, I think, has something to say.
On behalf of the Avenuers Fancy Brigade, I'd like to present a check to the Mummers Museum for $100.
Thank you. We'll take it. Thank you very much. How you guys doing?
Great. Doing great.
You having a good time?
Good time.
Oh, yeah.
Already started practicing for next year?
Yes, we are.
I must say, I feel like up here, I feel like I'm one of you now that I have some height. It's look a little different out of costume, and I'm like, can't wait to see what you have in store for us this year.
Let me say, things will be shaking this year.
Can you give us a clue what that means?
Look out for the earthquake. That's all I can say.
Right.
All right. And how long have you guys been involved in this?
I was a kid. Way back.
Does one of you want to plug the number that's on the screen and get people to call, encourage your friends to call, have everybody you know call? How about you? You look like you can plug that number.
336-3050.
That's it. 336-3350. Sure, yeah, you could say whatever you like. With $100 you just gave me, you could talk.
Joe Schubert, we love you.
Joe, you're number one. You're the man in this museum.
Thanks, guys. I think we're going to take a short break right now, and we'll be back with a little more entertainment. So come on back.
We're back on the air live. Surprise. You know, this is the great thing about live TV, Ed, is that all kinds of surprising things can happen. And, you know, we're back here, but we're ready. It's 215-336-3050. Now, we promised an extra special treat. Joining me is Republican mayoral candidate Joe Rocks, and we're a little bit of a change of venue here because we were saying about singing Irish Eyes. Well, the band didn't quite know Irish Eyes, but everybody knows Four-Leaf Clover. And we're going to introduce to you, right behind us here, the South Philadelphia String Band. Guys, take a bow. Get ready. They're going to do it. They're going to give you a song, and then at the end of that song, Joe's going to jump in, and he's going to sing Four-Leaf Clover. So let's get some music on. Okay. 1, 2, 3, hit it. Oh, come on.
You guys ready?
Play once first.
Once through first?
Yeah, and
then I'll come in, okay.
Then we're going to play it again.
Ready, guys? Go ahead. Here we go. Oh, we're ready for this. They're going to play it through first, and then we're all going to sing Four-Leaf Clover and call. Make your call, 336-3050 while we're doing this. Go ahead, South Philadelphia String Band. Great to be with you. I'm looking over a four-leaf clover that I've overlooked before. One is the sunshine and second is rain. Third is the roses that bloom in the lane. Oh no, it's no use pretending the one remaining somebody I adore. Ready, guys? I'm looking over a four-leaf clover that I've overlooked before.
Okay. All right. South Philadelphia String Band with vocal accompanied by mayoral candidate Joe Rock. So, again, 336-3050 It's great for Joe to come on down and do some song with us. But again, we do it for a reason. We want you to give your money to the Mummers Museum. It's our tradition. Again, it's the 2nd of Washington. You can come on down here. We got a huge crowd here still. And people, you are wonderful. You're always dancing, you're singing. You laugh at our jokes, and that's what we really like about you. But again, I want you to call 336-3050. Help preserve a Philadelphia tradition. It's like Ed said, some of the companies may leave, but the spirit will never leave. It's never going to die. One of the reasons, I'll tell you, in my broadcast career, I really didn't feel like I'd made anything until I came back home to Philadelphia. It's because of the spirit and the warmth here in this town. It just means a lot to be in a place where good times mean something. And it's the whole family, too, on New Year's Day and really any day during a given year. But you can preserve that memory, that tradition, by calling 336-3050. Tell you what, some other folks have called here. I want to tell you their names. Mr. and Mrs. William Romanowski of Moy-Mensing Avenue, $25 they donated. Let's hear it for them. Phil Williams in Philadelphia, $10. Thanks, Phil. For Grace Hirschman, Frank Kelly donates $25. He's in Philadelphia. Virginia Hines donates $25. So thank you, Virginia. So, Ed, you got some more there.
I sure do. We've also got the entire Satin Slippers New Year's Brigade who have kicked in $100 of their cash, and we thank them for that very much. The Rocks for Mayor Committee just happened to come in with us for another $100 themselves. Our thanks to them. Jim Donaghy has made a very nice donation to us, as has Dan Tersey, Philadelphia, PA. Very nice pledge of $50. The Stanislav Senior Center has kicked in with $50. And also we've heard from the Kovchak family of Philadelphia in honor of the Greater Kensington String Band, who were with us a little bit earlier on. They have given us $50, and we're hoping that in the next 51 minutes or so that we will make it to $10,000. Our accounting is still going on in the background. I promise you it's much higher than $5,741. We'll let you know exactly how high it is as soon as we can, but we've got to see if we can get to $10,000 between now and 10 o'clock. And Larry Cosgrove, that is only 50 minutes left. We're not even going to have you around with us for the last 15 minutes or so, because I know you have to go to do
I'm doing the weather
News
tonight and Inquirer News tonight on Channel 17, so I have to make a little bit of a short curtailment of the program here for me. But Ed's going to be here. Jody, John, and Theo are going to be here, too. We have all this wonderful friends and family with us tonight. But you got to call 336-3050. I'll tell you what, let's call in an old friend, because we need a hand here. Bill Whitera, come on in.
Bill Whitera, everyone.
You know, this
Mummer
guy has been here year after year. He
here.
helped us analyze the Mummers Parade. And what you got for us here?
Well, what you were talking about, preserving the tradition of mummery, and the Mummers Museum is embarking on a year-long campaign in conjunction with our 20th anniversary, which is the spring of '96. We're starting a Mummers Wall of Honor, and it's dedicated to the men and women who, through their tireless endeavors, have preserved and enriched the tradition and artistry of mummery. It's for men and women, both living and deceased, and it differs from the Hall of Fame that we presently have here. This is for the people who are behind the scenes, who've done so much to promote mummery through the years: the seamstress, the carpenter, the marshals, civic leaders, and so on. And it's to these individuals that we want to honor them, and for $100 they could have their name inscribed on this Wall of Honor, which will be housed in the exhibit hall on the upper level. And in addition, we're asking for a biography of 100 words, which will be kept in a computer bank, and hopefully in 100 years from now, they'll be able to come in, their great-grandchildren be able to look up, key in their name, and have a biography of that individual.
Almost like a computerized time capsule.
Yes,
almost.
exactly.
That's great.
And it's really because of all these people have done so much but aren't honored. This is the opportunity for someone to place their name to be honored in the wall, the Mummers Wall of Honor.
And it's too, because it keeps us going here, because, you know, we get these donations and you get a little piece of history. You're up there. People know that you cared about this, and we learn a little bit about you. At the same time, all that money keeps the tradition going. It lets us make a record, right?
That's right. Well, all the money is being earmarked primarily for either the replacement or the enhancement of exhibits. Our exhibits, a lot of them were 20 years old. So the money will not be used for any operating expenses or salaries, payroll, anything of that nature. It'll be used primarily for the enhancement and replacement of new exhibits.
I just want to say, Bill, because I know you're the leading knowledge and expert about mummery, I want to thank you for coming down and sharing this with us tonight. And, you'll hear Bill's comments during the Mummers Parade, of course, last year. We worked with Ed and I, and we just want to thank you for coming on down. Real quick now, Jim Kenny's going to talk to you about his support for the Mummers Museum.
Hi, I'm Councilman Jim Kenny, Philadelphia City Council member, and a mummer. And I've been involved with the Mummers Parade now for more than 20 years. Philadelphia mummers have done a tremendous job in bringing a great tradition to our city, keeping our neighborhoods stable and productive, involving all members of the community in this wonderful tradition. The institution in Philadelphia that keeps mummery alive is the Philadelphia Mummers Museum. And you can help keep this great tradition alive by supporting the Mummers Museum in this year's telethon. I think it's very important that you take the time to call, to make a pledge. It's a great institution for a great tradition, and I think you'll be happy that you can continue the tradition of mummery in Philadelphia. Thank you very much.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm John Butterworth, traffic reporter at large. Here at the Mummers Museum, Winner's Circle, to make you pick up the phone, 336-3050. That's the number to call. We've ended the Chico-a-thon right over here. This man is going to have to start working part-time someplace because he said for a half an hour he'd double any pledge that came in. And Mr. Rizzo was a little bit smarter than Frank here because we put Frank on the #1 phone. So Frank definitely took us over the $6,000 mark, even though the tote board doesn't show that yet. We want to thank Bob Murray and the Bob Murray Captain of Jubilee Gents and the organization. They phoned in. I got an update for you on the Eagles tickets. The highest bid so far, this is in the mayor's box, is $175. Now, there was some confusion about what was going to happen with this. The Eagles tickets are being auctioned off to the highest bidder. The highest bid so far is $175. If you want to participate, this is 2 tickets to the mayor's box for the Dallas game. I might be wrong on the date. December 10th rings a bell. If I'm wrong, shoot me. 336-3050, that's the number to call. That's where I want you to be part of. Now, we have this deal here. Mummers Museum, you can have an individual membership. Right down here, look, graphic aids, $10 per year. That's for one. That means you can come visit the museum whenever you want. Now, if you have the family, right down here, this is $25 per year, and you bring everybody with you. And probably you could get away with lying about saying, like, these kids are mine. Now, here's the heavy duty rate. Right, there's my finger. $100 per year makes you a contributing member. And you see here it's tax deductible, okay? There's the number on the screen, 336-3050. Now, we're in the final hour now, and now is the time to make the call, because if you've been holding off all night long, you're really ticking me off. I got Pete, the camera guy. He's wearing the phone number, so wherever he is, the phone number's there, because every time I say the phone number, you pick up the phone and call. 336-3050, 336-3050. It's on the screen. If I keep saying it, you'll keep calling, but I'm getting tired of saying it. I just want you to call. See, what happens is I stop yakking like this, and you start watching TV, and you go, oh, look, I remember that parade. It was wonderful. Do you remember that? I don't want you to do that tonight. You can watch the whole Mummers Parade. Do me a favor. Tape the parade. That way you can watch it whenever you want. And when we're here, we can have the phone number going, 336-3050. That's when you respond. These people back here are not busy yet. I'm disappointed. 336-3050. Look, they're waving. This poor guy Ed down here, Ed's falling asleep, for goodness sake. Ed, wake up. Let's make some noise. Joe, this is the cue. Everybody, let's make some noise. Get some excitement going in here. Once again, 336-3050. That's the number to call. Geez, I'd love to know where we're going next. I think we're going to go to the premium tape and show you what you can get when you participate in the Mummathon right now. 336, thank you, 3050, 336-3050. You can roll the tape whenever you want. I'll say the number one more time. If you cut me off, that's fine. 336-3050.
If you've ever been to the Mummers Museum and seen the wonderful exhibits they have on display down here, that's probably all the reason you need to pledge your support to this terrific institution. But just in case you're still on the fence, here are several more great reasons to give. This hour only, a $50 pledge or more makes you eligible to win a weekend stay for 2, breakfast included, at the fabulous Doubletree Hotel. Located at Broad and Locust Streets, directly across from the Academy of Music, the Doubletree is right in the heart of Center City and overlooks the Mummers Parade Route, where string bands, comics, and fancies strut their stuff down Broad Street every New Year's Day. All night long, a $50 pledge could earn you a $50 gift certificate from Snocky's Restaurant. Not a bad return on your investment. Snocky's, located right across from the museum at 2nd and Washington, has been serving up its oysters and seafood since 1912. Make your pledge right now, and perhaps you'll be enjoying a meal at this historic Philadelphia landmark. Well, whether you're a seafood lover or strictly a meat and potatoes fan, there's something for you at the Chart House. Watch the ships go by as you dine on the Delaware. A pledge of $25 or more could win you brunch for two at this wonderful waterfront restaurant. A pledge of just $25 also puts you in the running to win breakfast for two at the Atrium Cafe at the Airport Doubletree. Watch the planes take off as you put on, a pound or two that is, as you order from the delicious breakfast menu at the Atrium Cafe. But why just sit back and watch other people jetting off to exotic destinations? Get on board yourself. All callers making a pledge to the Mummers Museum will be eligible to win 2 discount airfare tickets courtesy of Continental Airlines. Don't be left out in the cold. Save up to $75 apiece on each of 2 round-trip plane tickets. The discounts are good on flights to Mexico, anywhere in Central or South America, Santo Domingo, or sunny San Juan, Puerto Rico. So go on, make that pledge. You'll be glad you did once that cold weather sets in and you're down basking in the sun. String band music is not just for New Year's Day. Make a pledge right now, and you can have the sounds of banjos strumming and saxophones blaring every day of the year. All callers this evening will be eligible to win either a cassette or LP of their favorite string band music. 15 lucky callers tonight will walk away with one of these prizes, courtesy of the museum gift shop. And there's nothing like sitting down to that morning cup of Java and drinking it out of one of these beautiful opaque glass Mummers coffee mugs. The museum gift shop has generously donated 15 of these mugs, and all callers throughout the evening will be in the running to take one home. Meet me at the Acme and bring along your $20 gift certificate. All callers making a pledge this evening will be eligible for a drawing for 1 gift certificate good for $20 at Acme Markets. Finally, take a walk down memory lane and learn about everything Philadelphian, from Mario Lanza to the Melrose Diner to, oh yes, the Mummers Parade. Author Joe Spraglia has donated 20 copies of his book, The Waffle Man, to be given out to 20 lucky callers this evening. No Philadelphian should be without this guide to Philly's proud traditions. Yo, what are you waiting for? Make that pledge, and maybe you'll win one of these great prizes.
Well, it's the final 40 minutes, and we're having fun. We're strutting our stuff.
I'm learning.
I'm teaching you. You got it down. You're doing good.
Seriously, I think we're supposed to be doing some work here, Jody.
Oh, okay. All right, you're right. We are. We're getting money. We're getting pledges.
Yes, indeed. And you know, I just want to take a second out of our time to really congratulate all the wonderful people who are here at the museum tonight, all the volunteers, people who are members of this museum, contributors of the museum. There are just some beautiful people. I can feel a special kind of spirit and energy here at the Mummers Museum at 2nd and Washington. I have had the best time that I've had all day, and I did the AIDS walk earlier today.
Me too.
That was a good feeling.
And my feet don't even hurt.
That was nice. But this thing tonight has just made my whole week to meet all these new wonderful people, many of them from South Philadelphia, but a lot of them from all over the city, because Mummers are citywide.
Big thank yous. Big thank yous. I got a whole bunch of pledges. Those telephones are ringing, but they need to ring some more. And just come on, the last 40 minutes, we have some people I hear lined up at our doors coming down to give us money.
Fantastic. We love you all.
And we're going to have someone right now who's going to strut on over here. You can only have to strut on.
Do the real strut.
Yes, that's it. Come on. This is Jim Ward, and he's from the O'Malley Club. Come here. Come in between us. Come in. Tell us what you have for us. This is, I hear, a very special check.
This is from our little guys.
And they're the students?
The student mummers.
And what is a student mummer?
It's the little guys that are trying to learn how to be the mummer. And
what age group are they?
They would be about 11, 12.
Fantastic.
They're the little guys.
How do you teach them? They just start strutting and
Act like crazy like your father and your grandfathers and your uncles. You know, that's how they do it.
And the little guys got together to make some big donations?
Right here.
Wow. That was so nice. How many guys did this?
13 of them.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank
We
you.
appreciate every single dollar that comes in for the Mummers Museum through this Mummers Telethon. And you know, there are people who will sit on the bench or sit on the sidelines and they'll think about doing something. Then there are those people who will run their flappers and they'll talk about doing something. Then there's the wonderful people like Andrew Palumbo, for instance, from Federal Street, who will pick up the phone and do something.
Theory, you have to hear about this one. $100 pledge from Angelo Lutz. Thank you. And this is in memory, I should say, of Paula Pignati. Thank you. $100 pledge.
Fantastic. Roman Dutka. We want to thank Roman Dutka from James Street for making a very substantial pledge for the Mummers Telethon.
And I just looked, this is someone I know very, very close to me. Lee Radash, thank you. Very special pledge.
Henry and Bobby Schaffner have made a pledge of $100, and we appreciate your support so much. Every one of those $100 is going to help a very worthy cause, the Mummers Museum.
I just want to go through these names real quick. You want to help me read some? What, read this one.
Gloria Crippis,
That's right, that's right. In memory of Al Crispy.
Anthony Barati, Mary House.
And the next couple you're going to read, these are the ones that Rizzo challenged. So he's doubling these pledges. And we have, looks like 4 or 5 of them.
Okay, Mary Kamaya, John Benchuk,
Very good.
Randy Townsend, Matt Kelly. Uh-oh.
Ukrainian American string burner.
All right, fantastic.
There you go.
We had a couple of more people who called during the time period when Mr. Frank Rizzo was on, and he made the challenge that if they called in, he would double their pledge. And Fran Mullen, we want to thank you for following up on that challenge from Mr. Frank Rizzo. And also, we do have a pledge in our hands from Frank Rizzo Jr., who left us a very substantial amount tonight for the Mummers Telethon, and we appreciate that pledge as well. There's still some time to call, 336-3050, 336-3050. Even after we go off the air at 10 o'clock tonight, I understand that each and every year that this telethon has been going on, people continue to call in. Once we go off the air at 10 o'clock, there is still time to call in, and that's just what we want you to do. If you are sitting at home right now and you've already done that all-important thing, dial that number 336-3050. We would like for you to call a friend, call a neighbor, call an enemy, call somebody that you spoke to a week ago and haven't spoken to since, and ask them to do the same thing, to make a pledge for the Mummers Telethon, because it's so important. This is a part of Philadelphia history, and we cannot let it die.
Wait.
Again,
Vera, someone just walked in to visit us, and he's
Fantastic.
handing in his hand a special pledge. He just came. Did you come all the way down here to drop this off?
Yeah.
That was very
I
nice.
want the members of the Golden Sunrise Club to get on the phone and call and donate what they can.
Oh, thank you.
Sir, now you have been a member of the Mummers for how long?
This year coming up, it'll be 66.
66 years?
Yeah.
That is
That's
fantastic.
the one coming up. It's 65 right now.
Well, I feel really honored to have the opportunity to talk with you for just a moment or two.
Well, anything I can answer, I'll answer.
I guess the one thing I'd like for you to do for us is to tell our viewers why they should support the Mummers Museum.
It's a great thing. Dates back for a long time. I think they should support it.
All right. And we appreciate you coming down to support it. That was really nice. Thank you.
Thank you.
And we hope to see you in the 66th year this year. Definitely.
We've got some cash money, we understand, that's coming over this way for the Mummers.
Money.
All right.
Whoops. Money.
Another
Someone just handed
contribution.
us a contribution. I don't know who this was from, but from the Kramer family. And I must say, the Kramer family has been with us here all night, helping us, and we appreciate their help. They've been a huge help behind the Mummers, and this cash donation just does it all.
All righty. Well, even as we continue adding our totals tonight, we know that that process will go on for a couple of days because some pledges, as we said a second ago, come in even after we go off the air. So we want you to know that it's still time, you still have time, to call us at 336-3050, 336-3050.
I think we're going to go down to the tote board right now and check on those totals one more time. All right, so Larry, we'll go see you down there.
Hi, Thera. Hi, Jody. Well, I'm still down here. Yeah, you know what? We've had good news all evening long. Here our cheering section back there. The Mummers have many friends. And it's time for the proverbial drum roll, please. Here's our new total, $6,234. So we are on the move. Ed Cunningham's over there, friends. He's going to introduce our musical talent for tonight.
All right, thank you very much. We are here. We are here, and we're
There
still
you go.
here. Oh, here we are. Yes, hi. Thank you very much. Yeah, we've got, I just want to remind you, 33 more minutes before this program is over, and we've got to see if we can get close to $10,000. You've got a little over a half hour to make your pledge of any amount at 215-336-3050. And now for our final entertainment of tonight. One of the greatest, most wonderful of the string bands whom you see every New Year's Day on Broad Street, the Aqua String Band. They've been around. This is their 75th year. They're based in Bridesburg, PA, and here they are with June Night. Take it away.
That Aqua String Band, they're wonderful, aren't they?
They're one of the very greatest. And now are you coming on again in a moment, gentlemen? We're going to have you back again.
Yeah.
Just enough time for us to remind you that the time is rapidly drawing to a close.
Half an hour, guys.
Half
Come
an hour
on, we're
left.
going to make some phone calls. 336-3050.
Absolutely. And this gentleman here, Larry Cosgrove, has been with us all night long. He's going to have to leave in a few minutes because, as you probably know by this time, he is the weather guy over at Channel 17 for the Inquirer News tonight. And he's done a great job for us. Yes, he deserves that round of applause from
Single
one
round of
person
applause.
we got over there. That was wonderful view.
Okay.
Quick weather forecast. What's going to look like tomorrow?
Tomorrow will be a beautiful day. I just want to say a quick thank you for letting me be a part of these activities for tonight. I just want to tell all you people in the audience out there at home watching and also here in the studio, God bless you. You're wonderful, every one of you. And what you're doing here for Mummers Museum is going to mean something to future generations of Philadelphians. So good luck, Godspeed. We'll see you in the news tonight, Inquirer News tonight at Channel 17. Thank you. God
Larry
bless you.
Cosgrove, everyone.
Okay.
Larry, thanks for taking it away. And we've got a little less than a half hour. Let's see if we can get close to $10,000 before we do anything else. We want to go back to the Aqua String Band. Gentlemen, what have you got prepared for us next? All right, I'm Accord, and they're playing next the Aqua String Band. Gentlemen, please. We had a request for the Dipsy Doodle, which I don't think the Aqua String Band is prepared to play, but they are prepared to help out. Mr. Drummer, do not go away, because we've got yet another update in our effort to get to $10,000 by 10 o'clock tonight. Are you standing by? Can you give us a drum roll? Go for it. Let's see that total. There you go. $7,439. That is great. That's nearly $1,000 more than the last time we checked. You are doing great, and you're doing it for a great cause, the Mummers Museum. Certainly one of the great cultural treasures of this area of Philadelphia. We are proud of it. It's going to be 20 years old next year, and it'll go a lot longer than that if folks like you care enough to support the Mummers Museum, so call now. The time is rapidly running out. 23 minutes left. We're going to sign off this telethon by 10 o'clock, and we need your help to get to $10,000 or as close as possible, but the time is rapidly ticking away. $5, $10, $25, $50, $100, whatever you can afford to pledge, do it now at that telephone number you see on the screen. Don't think about doing it at 10:15 or 10:30 or 11 o'clock tonight or tomorrow. Do it now. The Mummers Museum needs your help. 923-1234. Do I have time to read a few names of folks who have called in? Is that okay? I'm going to read a couple before we go back upstairs to John. Michael Barashek of Philadelphia has joined us with a very nice pledge. Thank you. Jordan Ketchuk of Philadelphia has joined us as a member of the Mummers Museum as the time rapidly ticks away. Susan and Frank Linder of Philadelphia. Now, if that name sounds familiar, yes, indeed, it is the last name of Jody Linder, one of our co-hosts. They are the parents, the mom and dad of Jody Linder, and our thanks for their backing up their daughter, who's doing a great job, along with Thera and the rest of the guys. The Hassan family of Philadelphia has pledged the Hillen family of Philadelphia in memory of Paul Hillen of the Frailinger String Band. Also, Barbara Blackford of Philadelphia, PA, in honor of the Italian-American, oh boy, I'm afraid I got a little bit lost in this one. I can't read it, but they have someone special in mind, and I'm sorry, I just couldn't quite read the handwriting there. Mr. and Mrs. Arthur Caponegro of Philadelphia, Kathy Fisher of Philadelphia, Thomas Burke of Philadelphia has joined us as a new member of the Mummers Museum. Tommy Plex of Philadelphia, PA, in honor of Dan Tercy Sr., for many, many years, captain of one of our fine Cleveland Brigade, I should say. Also, Mr. and Mrs. William Potter of Philadelphia, Mr. and Mrs. William Rutter, I should say. Sorry, I'm getting some of these names mixed up, but they're coming right to me. John Poliro of Philadelphia. Let me see who else we have here. Also, Marilyn Adamanis of Philadelphia. And finally, Sis Butt of Philadelphia, PA. Our thanks to all of you folks who have called in so far. But I'm telling you, time is running out. We've got to get that $7,400 total up to $10,000. There are now 21 minutes left before we sign off this telethon for 1995. We want to make sure it's the most successful ever. You know how important the Mummers Museum is to you. It's every bit as important in its own way as the Mummers are themselves. They grace Broad Street on January 1st, but remember, the Mummers Museum graces 2nd Street and Washington Avenue every day throughout the year. You can come here year-round and learn about the history of the great Mummers. So call now. The time is rapidly ticking away, but we don't have much more time to take your pledge at 215-923-1234. Where are we going next? Do we have any guests coming up? Or we're going to stick right here? All right, we're going to go upstairs? All right, I am told we're going to go upstairs and somebody wants to talk to you, and that is John Butterworth. John, take it away.
Well, right now you're looking at a live shot of the telephone volunteers that are here to take your pledges at Pledge Central for the Mummers Telethon right now. If you look down the way here, you'll see that they have got me doing things that I probably shouldn't be doing. Yes, it's host cam. Hi. Now, I want you to know that we're not kidding about it. Pete, come on around and get in the shot. This is Pete, the cameraman. He's going to come around. Here he is. You see him now. There is Pete wearing the phone number, okay? 336-3050. That's the number we want you to call. Obviously, you're not paying attention because the phones aren't ringing yet. Let me update you on the Eagles tickets. So far, the highest bid for 2 tickets to the Mayor's Box during the Eagles-Dallas game, we're up to $210. Okay, that's the highest bid so far. You call this number, 336-3050. That'll get you in touch. Now, I'm going to hand the camera back to Pete, who's been very good about this all. Okay, oh, Jesus, good thing I don't have wires on me. Okay, now, you get the idea how important this phone number is. I don't have to say it anymore because you can see it right here on my shirt. And also, it's probably across the bottom of your screen as well. You see that? We're down to the last 20 minutes. You know when the last time I was up this late? I think it was my honeymoon. And Mrs. Butterworth, she said, forget it, just go to sleep. We'll take care of that tomorrow. And I said, okay, fine. We watched an episode of Quincy. I hope that this is a little bit more exciting than, well, my honeymoon night. But you can make it exciting for me by giving that. Thanks. There you go. See the phone number? 336-3050. And down the bottom here, you see it too. 336-3050. It's easy. Area code 215. You make the call. You make your pledge. Ed's talking about going over $10,000. Quite frankly, I think Ed is loopy. I don't think we can do it. 210 right now is the highest bid. Oh yeah, say 350 and make them all go away. So I forget where I was. Like it matters. The only thing, Ed was right. Ed was talking about getting to $10,000. The only way we're going to get to 10 grand is if you pick up the phone and call now. Not in 5 minutes. Not in 10 minutes. Now, we're down to the last 20 minutes. Thank you very much. We got to keep that momentum going. We got it started off. Now we're going to keep it going. 336-3050. Next in line. I see you getting up now. You put down the Budweiser. You're walking over to the phone. You're dialing up. Oh, there it is. See, it worked. Now the next guy, he's having a glass of, I think it's a white wine. I'm not sure. And he's just wondering what the Sam Hill all this nonsense is about. You're going to pick up the phone now. You've got a wireless phone, don't you? I have a wireless microphone. I'm feeling very good, just like you. 336-3050. This is Thera. Thera has somebody special that you want to talk to right over here.
I do have someone special that I want to talk to. And, you know, I always said when I grow up, I wanted to meet John Butterworth, and he is totally dynamite. For years on radio, I talked to John and never really got to see him. And now I see him in action, and I know why he's such a big success. Right. We have Bill with us now. Right. Bill, you are the president of the board of directors for the Mummers Museum?
That's right.
All right. Why is it so important that people give money to this institution?
That's the only thing we have to make money. That's the only way we get to make money.
Yes, sir.
The city gives us so much. The city doesn't give us to pay the electric bill. So we have to get our own money to pay the electric bill and the other damn bills we have around here.
All right.
And they're pretty heavy.
I imagine aside from this wonderful telethon that is done every year, there's a number of other ways in which you all try to raise money?
Yes, we do. We run concerts once a week in the summertime. We have concerts every Tuesday night. The concert play in the parking lot outside, and we sell hot dogs and soda, pretzels and so forth. Pick up a few bucks that way.
All right, do it, keep doing it for the Mummers Museum. We must support institutions that are historic in our city. We still have time, and we need you to call 336-3050, 336-3050. That is the all-important number to call. John Butterworth is standing behind me. He is in the winner's circle, and I think he's got something else very special to share with us.
336-3050, that's the number you call. It's nothing new to share with you. I want to recite for you the Mummers, what is this called, Joe? The Mummers Pledge. Here we stand before you, your door, as we stood the year before. Give us whiskey, give us gin. Open the door and let us in. Or better, give us something hot, a steaming bowl of pepper pot. Is that enthusiasm or what? We need you to participate right now. 336-3050. Ed's talking very optimistically about $10,000. I'm not a believer because the phones aren't ringing. You got to make me a believer right now. 336-3050. Pick up the phone, get your lazy keister up, and go to the telephone and give us a few bucks. $1, $5, $10, 20, 25. Whatever you feel is appropriate. We're talking about a Philadelphia institution here. We're talking about the museum and the heritage. How many people come from out of town on New Year's Day and say, what the Sam Hill is this parade? And it goes on all day long. It's a whole day of entertainment. It's the way we spend our New Year's Day here in the greater Philadelphia area. You watch the Mummers Parade, you eat. You watch some more of the parade, you eat. You watch some more of the parade, you eat. And you have to have pork on New Year's Day. You know why? Because pork's the only animal, the pig, that goes forward. All the other animals, they go backward. The pig is, that's why you have pork on New Year's. You ask your grandmother about that and see if I'm not right. 336-3050, that's the number to call. Keep the phones ringing. It's important to do that. This is the only way we're going to generate money is by your participation. We've had people from all the bands come in. We've had guys matching pledges tonight. That's all wonderful. We thank them very much, but that is done for now. It's on your shoulders right now. 336-3050. I can't say it enough times. My sign fell down. I'm very upset by that. It's on the bottom of your screen. You know what to do. You pick up the phone. You make your pledge. Updating you on the Eagles tickets, the 2 tickets to the Mayor's Box for the Dallas game. The bid we have so far, the high bid, I believe, is at $210. Is that right, Grace? The highest bid at $210? $210. You got to get your ticket. You got to get your calls in now if you want those tickets. The Mayor's Box is a wonderful place to see a football game. They have food. It's a super box. They have food, and you're not out in the weather. If it's cold or something like that, there's a little heat blowing on you. Make the call now. Where are we going to go when we finish up here? I don't know, but while I'm finishing up, you keep those phones ringing. You got the idea. 336-3050. 336-3050. Whenever you're ready, take it away. 336-3050. Make the phones ring. Make them ring. Thank you. Thank you. $250 for the tickets.
All right, thank you very much, John Butterworth. That was an epic performance. We thank you for that very much. Jody Linder has joined us, our co-host, who's been here with us since 6 o'clock this evening. Jody, your parents made a pledge. I understand your boyfriend made a pledge.
And my boyfriend was so excited that you were hosting this. I just want to tell you that.
Well, not as excited as I. We're all thrilled to be here. But, Jody, we've got 13 minutes left before we sign off. We're still waiting for our next update. So while we wait, I can't think of anything better to do than to listen to the Aqua String Band again. And this time they're doing Alabama Jubilee.
Our crowd is really excited.
Gentlemen of the Aqua String Band, we thank you very much. That was short but sweet. They're asking for more, but the time is short, Jody Linder, and we're almost out of time. We've got about 11 minutes left, and we're still waiting for our final update. They promised them every 2 minutes, but I'm not seeing it happen.
I'm getting
nervous. So come on,
nervous.
guys. I want to find out what's happening on that tote board to see how much money we have made for the Mummers Museum. Jody Linder, it's the most important work we can do tonight to make sure that this cultural treasure stays healthy for a lot longer, but we've only got a little more than 10 minutes to make it happen.
10 minutes? I feel like it's the final countdown, like it's New Year's Eve.
Oh, absolutely. That's exactly what it is. And it is kind of like New Year's Eve. Of course, the Mummers are a great staple of New Year's Day. But to make sure that the Mummers Museum stays here and pays tribute to them for many more years to come, we've got 10 minutes of work left to do. You see the number right there on the screen, 336-3050. We've had many pledges come in. Jody, John Polero pledges in memory of Chris DeRock. Our thanks to that for that pledge and for a very good reason. I think, why don't you start reading a few names, and I think they're starting to put in another number into the tote board. Why don't we read about 5 names, and I think then we'll be ready for more.
The Fitzmaurice family, we thank you so much for your pledge. We have also with us a pledge from the James Howiner family, a really big pledge from the Rizzo family, and again, Glenn Hartman from New Jersey. Thank you. April and Carol Smith, thank you. Please, you still have time. Again, the number is 336-3050. We have a few minutes left, but that's enough time to make a difference.
And many more pledges are coming in, but I know the maestro of the tote board, the Wizard of Oz, is back behind there, behind the tote board. Before we get the next number, please, a drum roll.
Drum roll.
Another number, 7666. Come on, we're getting closer and closer and closer. We only need about $3,300 to make it to $10,000, but we've only got 9 minutes left to do it, so we've got lots of names to read and lots of folks to thank, but the time is rapidly running out, Jody.
Just keep the phones ringing.
Yep,
Let's go.
absolutely.
Let's go.
You got any more names there?
I actually went through mine. I think it's your turn.
All right. Vamp for a moment while I put on my glasses.
Sure. Well, as you know, we have a couple minutes left. It feels like we have a crowd here that's restless, and it's almost New Year's Eve here. It feels like that this evening. The final countdown going down. Again, 336, 30, 50. You can make the difference and keep the Mummers tradition alive.
My glasses are on. I am ready to read. Here we go. You'll find out about this someday. You have to put on your glasses to read. You'll see. The DeChicos have come in. They've made a challenge to us. Our thanks for that. I'll give that to you. I've got a lot here. I'm going to give some of these to you to read.
Great.
I'll pass some of those off. Dave Rotan of Philadelphia has joined us. Also, Perry Crimson of Philadelphia. Jane Craven of Philadelphia. All these pledges are from Philadelphia. Oh, here's one from Collingdale. Jackie Hill of the Cleveland Brigade. Nice to have you, Jackie. Also, Bob Murray and family of Philadelphia, PA. Here's another one from Bob Murray. I don't know if he has pledged twice, but once is good enough, and you can do it too at 336-3050. Also, Mrs. Warrington of Philadelphia, and also the Cleveland Brigade has been joining us again. And they've been helping out a lot.
I have a whole bunch of pledges here. I'm going to go through the names quickly because I think everyone deserves a big thank you. Big Jim Stutzman, thank you. The Aveners in NYB, $100 pledge.
Absolutely.
Golden Sunrise,
yes.
Another big pledge there.
Great one. Yeah.
The Kramer family gave some cash. James and Mary Badpool, the O'Malley Club gave a pledge here. Thank you. And I think that
runs through our numbers of names we've got. Come on, let's see. 7 minutes left. The time is rapidly running out. Time to go back to Thera. Is that correct?
I
Do
think
I have
Thera's
it correct?
in the winner's circle.
We are not going back to Thera.
John is in the winner's circle.
John, how could we mix John and Thera up? John, my apologies, but Thera is much prettier than you are.
We're live in the at the winner's circle at Pledge Central here. 336-3050. That's the number you got to make it happen. We don't have much time. Look. I'm hooked in now to Mission Control, so I can tell you what's going on. Okay, right now, the Eagles tickets, the 2 tickets at the Mayor's Box for the Dallas game, we've got $280. That's the highest bid right now. If you're going to get in a bid of those tickets, now is the time. 336-3050. That's the phone number to call. It's area code 215. You're calling in your pledges, too, as well. We're winding down here. We're down to the last time. We're down to the final hour. There's nothing left. If you've been waiting all night long, now's the time to get up on your lazy keister and go over to the phone and call 336-3050. That's the number. That's the only way you're going to make it happen. Pete, get a shot of these people back here sitting around with nothing to do. Huh? There's a council candidate, Frank. He's sitting down there. He's not doing anything. Ed, he's not doing anything. I think Grace is trying to hook up a date. I'm not sure. Thank you for making Frank busy. Joe's down here. Joe's got 2 phones. That's how eager he is to help you out. He's got nothing to do. The only way you're going to make these people do anything is by picking up the phone and calling 336-3050. 336-3050. I just have information now in from Mission Control. They've scrapped the NASA shot for the day. I'm getting that information. It's unbelievable. 336-3050. That's the number to call. You want to come up here and tell... Maybe if Thera says the phone number, there, keep it going. If Thera tells you the phone number, maybe you'll respond to that.
I'll tell you the golden numbers one more time. 336-3050, 336-3050. We have had a fantastic time here at the Mummers Museum tonight, and you can still call after 10 o'clock. The broadcast will conclude at 10, but the action will continue. We want your pledges today for the Mummers because the Mummers are a part of Philadelphia history. John?
I just want to let you know about those Eagles tickets. The guy that bid $250 is back in. He's in at $300 now, so that's the highest bid so far. This is 2 tickets to the Eagles-Dallas game in the Mayor's Box. Ed was here earlier this evening, Mayor Rendell, to make that donation. It's very generous of him. Everybody who's anybody has been here tonight. The only one that's missing is you. Let me spell this for you. M-M-E-R. What's missing? You are. There you go. 336-3050. That's the number to call. That's the number that puts you in touch with us right here. That's the number that makes your pledge count. Ed Cunningham very, very ambitiously says that we want to go to $10,000. Ed, I'm going to say to you right now, let's go, Ed. Let's make it 10 grand. Call the number. Ed, it's your turn. Go ahead. You go for a while.
All right, thank you very much, John. And we are getting ever closer to the end. It looks like 4 minutes left. Jody, as you pointed out, we certainly do want to thank everybody who's pledged so far. They've done a great job to keeping the Mummers Museum going for a lot longer. We've got some more names. I'll hand some off to you. If you want to get started, you can.
John Doerski, Cassie Floss, and one more, Anne Murray. Thank you. All from Philadelphia. Big thank you.
All right, I've got Linda Evans of Philadelphia, Linda Romanowski of somewhere in Moylan, I think that may be. Let me pass that along to you. And let's see, one more myself. I've got Ed Week of the Furco String Band. That pledge was made in memory of Ed Week of the Furco String Band. We thank that person very much for making that pledge. And we're coming close to the end of this telethon. And we certainly do want to thank everybody who's taken part so far. We have the Aqua String Band who's been providing music for us late, and we had the Greater Kensington early on, and all the other wonderful string bands who have been entertaining us. But it's all, Jody, for a very good reason, to make sure that this vital cultural resource of South Philadelphia stays put right where it is and keeps doing the good work of keeping the story of the Mummers going for many, many years to come. 20th anniversary next year.
Really?
We're hoping that it'll be around a lot longer than that.
Especially now, since Broad Street's being a lot of reconstruction, it's even
Right.
more important. I think if the Avenue of the Arts will be down there, a lot more attractions. The Mummers will have a whole new Broad Street to march on to.
Right, and they're very happy, of course, that they will be back on Broad Street this year on January 1st, 1996. Broad Street will be the focus of the parade again, so we're very happy about that. And the time continues to tick away. 2.5 minutes left. 215-923-1234, 336-3050. You know what I just did? I gave the number for Channel 12 when we do our pledge drive. I do that in my sleep sometimes. So disregard that other number. I said that automatically. 3050. I knew I was going to do that at least once tonight, and I did it with 2 minutes left of the broadcast. But you know the reason. It's for the Mummers Museum, so call right now. Jody, you know the number better than I do. You take it away.
336-3050. A few minutes left. Please pick up the telephone and call 336-3050. I think we're going to go right now to John. He's in the winner's circle. He's getting really excited. He's making those telephones kind of ring. A couple minutes left. So I think we're going to go to John right now for a few last-minute words.
There's the phone number. You see it on your screen right there. 336-3050. You know, we've been here for 4 hours since a little after 6 tonight and talking to you. And I've been silly through a good portion of the night. Now is the time that I'm going to get serious for just a moment. Okay? Here in Philadelphia, we have something called the Mummers. And it's an institution in this city. It's unique to this area. People participate from all over the greater Philadelphia area. And every year on New Year's Day, they put on a show that is second to none and unique to one here in Philadelphia. They march up Broad Street. It's tradition. It has come from great-grandfather to grandfather to father to son, and it will continue on for as long as you want it to continue on. It's a great tradition. You don't have this in any other city. And this place, the Mummers Museum, is where it's preserved for you. Okay? Please pick up the phone and make the pledge. All right? I can't make it any more simple than that. Now is the time that you need to participate. Let me update you on the Eagles tickets. Right now, we're up to $300. This is the 2 tickets for the Eagles-Dallas game. $325 we got now. Thank you very much. $325. That's the last number I have. Don't panic. I won't be at work tomorrow. We're going to go back to Ed and Jody in the big room. I'm done for the night. I'm going to go have myself a roast beef sandwich, and if I can scare it up, maybe a beer. Okay? Good night, please. Thank you. That's all I have to say.
All right, thank you. I think we're being joined, by the way, by Thera, the first time in several hours she's been down here. Good to have you back with us. You did yeoman work up there in the Winner's Circle and the Broad Street Room and so forth. And I think we have a final update of the tote board. So, Mr. Drummer, one more time. The final number is 7931. You did a great job tonight. Next year we're going to make it to 10,000, but 7931 is just great. Our thanks to everybody who's been here, Jody and Thera and John Butterworth upstairs, and Larry Cosgrove, who left a little early tonight to go on to the Inquirer News tonight, and all of the folks behind the scenes who have made this very, very successful indeed. It's all for a good cause, the Mummers Museum. Thanks to everybody.
Thank
and
you.
We're going to go out one last time with the Aqua String Band. Take it away.